Recording in progress.
Thank you for telling me.
Consent.
So what was the beginning timestamp?
Oh, the timestamp is currently 45 minutes and like 45 seconds. Dope as shit. All right, here we go. And are we streaming on Twitch too, Evan?
Yep.
Okay, so that especially goes for the smoking thing. Sweet as hell. Okay, we're just gonna launch into it. Everyone gets a point of initiative. Nope, it gets a point of inspiration. That's the word. Use it or lose it. Thanks for being here. I'm glad we can do this. Last time we played, the time before the last time we played, you all had made your way from Bryn Shander towards Tourmaline, stopping by Targos. Outside of town, you all got hit by one of those opalescent waves of energy, and there was some simulated combat that happened within your mind. That effect has just faded. You all find yourself still fully healed, fully with all of your abilities. BB says, like, I just had a dream and all of you were there. And so you guys quickly put together, like, oh, okay, so this is, we all experienced this. And Sky Shadow just sort of, weird dreams. So yeah, you all are outside of town. Looking towards the town, you see this artwork coming your way to the main chat. Wonder if I can just, is there a way that I can just throw a picture up on the screen on Roll20? Or do I have to upload it?
Yeah, you'd have to upload it.
All right, well, no, I'm just gonna, it's in WhatsApp if you want to take a look. This is like what you see of the town from where you are.
Sweet.
And this here is the general sort of layout of the land. You all are approaching from the south, and as you can see in Roll20, there's the road to Targos, and I have your all's group icon down here, which any one of you can control. And so, yeah, you all approach this town. Founded by Kalashite settlers who appreciated beauty, Tourmaline is widely regarded as the most picturesque town in Icewind Dale. Spreading out from the shore of Mare Dwalden and bordered on the north and west by tall pines, its buildings incorporate carvings of wizards, homunculi, tigers, and smiling Djinn. The enchantment of the town is quickly dispelled as soon as you all feel the icy claws and teeth of the cold wind sweeping down from the north, shearing through your layers of clothing. Tourmaline was built in the path of this dreadful gale, which continues well past the town to harry the fishers on the southern half of the lake. So yeah, you all are outside of town. Unlike Bryn Shander, this is not walled. You see a few guards patrolling about, but none of them necessarily are like approaching you all to be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing in town? So you all are on the road. You see the town. Do you all just want to head towards it?
Jasper will move toward the back of the group.
Okay, cool.
Have I ever been to Tourmaline before?
I think that we sort of said that you
Let me check.
due to like a bit of not wanting to be out in the cold and potentially caught in a blizzard, didn't really travel to a lot of the other towns. You basically spent most of your time here in Bryn Shander, as I recall. And I think you'd been to Targos because it was basically only like an hour away. Whereas, to Targos, whereas Tourmaline would have been a bit of a longer journey.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
And there was always the store to tend for the most part. I will say, you know of the blue clam just by word from from Hilda. The blue clam is like the tavern that is dockside here. You can see it on the map. And the East Side Inn is the inn that's in town. You know that there's a town hall here. I'll say, actually, go ahead, Beery, you can roll a history check, and we'll see how much you know of this town.
History, that is an 11.
Okay.
The town here.
Pretty much what I just said. You know, there is a tavern that you know of for sure called the Blue Clam. Hilda told you she'd been up here. You know, the town speaker is a fellow named, his name is, how do I say this?
Gone.
Oris. And I'll say, can you all roll me perception checks?
Yep.
All of us?
Sure. Yeah, you guys are all there.
Ooh, 20 the hard way.
Ooh. 22.
Okay.
12.
Oh, another dirty 20.
All right. Corpse Grinder, as you're kind of looking towards the town, a bit of snow blows in your face and I guess sort of lands in your ear too. All the other of you, you hear speaking. So we'll say you guys are walking towards the town. You hear a boy sort of, it sounds like calling out sort of local news. A boy wrapped in heavy winter clothes shouts the news of the day as people pass by. You approach and the boy cries, "Hey, Miss Reuven Playhouse delays opening debut of Dritz Stewart and theater production. Market Square still on partial shutdown from the weather. Gemstone Mine closed because of monsters." Could you mute that, Evan?
Yep.
Thank you. Gemstone Mine closed because of monsters. Speaker Mashu offering 75 gold to anyone who clears it out. Soon's Comfort Hot Spring offering group discounts. And do you all approach him, move towards? What are you all doing?
Gold. Let's get gold.
I'd say I'm really cold, so I'm just going to keep walking and try to steer people towards the Blue Clam.
I wouldn't say you know exactly where it is.
Okay.
I'd say that you know of its existence.
Gotcha.
How crowded is it out here?
Not very. You maybe see like 1 or 2 people walking around.
So it's like us, mounted, noticeable guard, and just a handful of people milling around the street.
Yeah, like bundled up, walking briskly to some other location. You know,
Sure.
busy.
Okay. With my 22, would I see any building that looked like a mining building?
Not from here.
Okay.
If you guys want to ask around, and get the layout of the town, I'll say, like, as you all are getting close, this boy just sort of stops talking and just sort of stares at you, since a lot of you all are a pretty odd looking group.
Well, Jasper's still in the back.
Yeah, that's fair. And he says, "Hey, you all look pretty new in town."
Right. This is our first time here.
Yes,
Well-
we came to... I'm not ready.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, my name's Darmo. You all want a little tour around town? I can show you a few places. Give you a lay of the land.
Sure, that would be wonderful for new guests. It'd be nice if every town in the Dale was this accommodating.
Well, you know, these accommodations come with a bit of a cost. You got any coin on you?
Ha ha, uh-oh.
Goodbye.
Tell you
Just 1 gold. That's all I want. Just a gold.
Gold. To
I've got
walk
2
around
still-
with us? That's crazy.
You got how much?
2 silver.
Roll a persuasion check.
We're doing it.
I'll make it 3. Can I give him advantage?
Sure.
Ooh, but I got 18 the first time for 23. Yeah, let's see if I get a natural 20. I got a natural 20.
Whoa!
No shit. Okay, you know, I'm just out here struggling. I'll do it for that many gold. I'll do it. Come on. And he
Silver.
holds his hand. He holds his hand out for the coins up front.
Give him the coins up front.
Yeah, mark off one.
Excellent.
I'm watching him at see if he runs.
He starts taking you all around town. I am not gonna like necessarily point out the places that he's naming. There's a lot of residents you quickly gather, but I will like I'm not gonna point on the map because I need to go through and label it. But I will say he points out a few spots as he takes you through the town. He passes a building and oh geez, Elliot.
Oh, jeez, Elliot.
Oh geez. You see a narrow building squeezed between 2 larger houses. It has a whitewashed facade with a large window displaying 2 mannequins wearing different styles of winter clothing. You see a sign with the words "The Fluffy Flumph," and he says, "This is the Flumpy Flumph. It's a fancy clothes maker. It's like a tailor," and keeps on taking you all around. He takes you through a mostly abandoned market square, and he says, "This is the market square. It's mostly shut down. A lot of merchants don't hang out here since there's not a lot of trade coming through, you know, on account of the endless winter and everything. But in the summer, when this place was open up, there were so many stalls and booths and traders of all kinds." You all see right now there's like a single booth set up, and it's a person that is trying to, in the cold, sell what looks like Scrimshander, the fish bone art. He takes you past there and points to a tower that is in the southern end of Tourmaline, and he says, "That's the Tower of Ingenuity. It's a temple to Gond. There's a little craftsman sort of rock gnome person who lives there. She does all sorts of crafting and stuff. Honestly, a lot of people stay away from that place on account of all the explosions that come from it."
Explosion.
Yeah, she experiments with bombs and bullets and all sorts of crazy things. Stuff you know, I try and stay away from there. I'm not trying to get body parts blown off. He takes you past another sort of larger building that has these dramatic carvings on it. And he says, this is the Playhouse, Miss Reuven. This is the only theater in Icewind Dale. Right now, though, I think that, you know, they're sort of delaying the production, which, you know, makes sense. It's not really a great time for a play.
But show must go on.
And yeah, that's what I was saying. He's supposed to do a play about that famous hero, Dritz Duerden, at some point. Hopefully that happens. And he keeps showing you all around. And he's near the docks. Oh, what's up?
Do you know why the show is delayed?
I haven't talked to him. You could maybe ask him. Ask Malo Loudbellow. He's a little halfling that's the theatrical director there.
Okay, thank you. We might do that.
At this point, you guys are kind of close to the docks, and he points to a building that is partially like on the coast and partially on dock. And he says, "This is Soon's Comfort Hot Spring. It's like you can go here, you know, have a fancy bath. If you're ever real cold, it's great to kind of go there to warm up. If you're ever feeling exhaustion, you know, it can kind of help you out with that. I've never been able to afford it personally, but it sounds so nice. Maybe one day I'll go there, get a bath, get a massage. And he takes you past the East Side Inn, and he's like, "Oh, this is our inn in town. If you all need to stay anywhere, you probably just stay here. It's where most visitors that come to town stay, unless they got family here." What looks like from the outside separate houses turns out to be a single structure with rooms connected by. Oh yeah, he says it looks like a bunch of different buildings, but there's a bunch of tunnels underground that connect them to help people stay a bit warmer. There's cozy guest accommodations down in the cellar.
Are you still talking about the East Side Inn?
Yeah,
Okay.
the innkeeper there's named Marta. If you stop by, tell her I sent you her way.
And what is your name again?
This inn, it's called the East Side Inn.
No, your name, so we can tell Marta that
Oh,
you sent
I'm Darmo Maslu. What's your name?
Darmo Marslu. I am a Black Raven God.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Ravencat.
I come from the Sword Coast, and I've met these friends along the way. We're just traveling around, new to the Dale, looking for stuff to do.
What's your name? And he points to Beery.
Oh, my name is Peruda, but you may call me Beery.
Hi, Beery. Nice to meet you. What about you,
Hello, can
big
you
fella? Yeah, we can hear you, Nick.
Ba-ba-ba.
Connecting to audio.
My man.
Allergies.
I wonder if I guess he's using his phone.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yeah, it's my headphones aren't working, so the audio is not going to be good.
Okay.
But whatever you hear, that's me.
You're not on Twitch right now, are you? If
was.
so,
I
all
turned.
right. Excellent. Okay, so Maslow, this boy, or Darmo Maslow, just introduced himself to the rest of the group. He is now holding his hand out to Bash and saying, "What's your name, big hairy fella?"
Beat Bash.
Nice to meet you, Bash. I'm Darmo.
You're small.
Yeah, you're real big.
Okay.
All right, on we go. Down here, this is Town Hall. This is usually where the speaker hangs out. But I think today I saw him at the Blue Clam earlier. You guys want to head to the bar? That's usually the last stop on the tour.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. What did you say the name of the theater was again?
Mist Reuven.
Cool.
Boop.
That one word?
Mist Reuven.
Not Mist Reuven, just Mist Reuven.
Mistruvin. Mist Reuven.
I was very close. BV? Wow.
And yeah, so he keeps on continuing on with the tour. He takes you down a wider lane and takes you to a bar. You see, as you roll up, this building has been painted blue. There's a large logo of a blue clam on a black field on this tavern. Oh, and I'll actually, this is the logo for Tourmaline. It's a fish on a field of blue with like a tourmaline jewel above it. Yeah, so you all approach this bar. You see a sign that says the Blue Clam with a blue clam underneath of it. And he says, "Well, this is where the tour stops. Good luck, folks. Thanks for the coin. Smell you later." And then he dips out, leaving you guys outside the Blue Clam.
Oh, let's go inside.
Excellent. As you enter, you see that This tavern, which I will say at this point, it's probably about 1:15 after the tour. Getting close to sunset. As you walk in, you see that in this tavern there are benches. There's a seated on the benches near the so there's benches outside of it, and as you go in, there's a large bar, several tables, some benches, a few chairs. You see that there's a very large hearth. A few fishermen are sort of sitting in the chair with their feet towards the fire, like eating some sort of hearty-looking chowder, it looks like. There's a lot of beautiful works of scrimshaw, the bone art of the locals, placed on the wall. Outside my window right now, there's a mama bunny and a bunch of baby bunnies, and it's real cute. That's a
What?
blessing.
I've never seen that.
Absolutely blessed. So yeah, and as you all sort of come in here, you feel the warmth hit you right away, and it's that situation where once you go from extreme cold to extreme warm, when you stay in your clothes, it's like you start to sweat pretty soon. So there's that feeling immediately of like needing to sort of derobe. And I'll say as you guys are entering this place, Sky Shadow waits to go last, and he sort of holds Jasper back for a second, and he's like, I'm just gonna be on your shoulder. And he puts his hand on your shoulder and turns into a bug, and there's now just like a little beetle on Jasper's shoulder, and it has the same patterns on its carapace that's generally on Sky Shadow's body. So yeah.
Hold still.
What? Oh, come on.
You have a bug.
As you you enter this bar, you see these fishermen. You also see a gentleman sort of turn towards you all, do like a double take, sort of smile, and then gets up and walks towards you. He looks like this, sending in WhatsApp. Actually, I might have whatever. Do I? Is it here? Do.
Got some teeth.
Tourmaline. Yeah, cool. So yeah, this fellow walks up to you, and you guys sort of get like half-orc energy off of him right away, just from his intense appearance, and he sort of hits you all with, he waves at you all and walks over, and he says, you all seem entirely too prepared for trouble. Are you here about the mine?
Yes. We have absolutely heard that there are some kobolds in your mine, and we have come to clear them out. We are a noble adventuring party.
You all have that sort of feel to you. What would you say? Sorry about that.
Our name is Equinox.
Equinox. I love it. You already got the name and everything.
Pretty cool, huh?
My name's Orish Mashu. I'm the speaker here in town. And I would be very willing to pay you all for your help with the mine. What are your all's names? You all go around and introduce yourselves.
Bash is bash.
He shakes everybody's hands.
You have a big grip.
I'll introduce myself as Corpse Grinder, because why not?
Okay, cool.
How's his grip when we shake hands?
He feels pretty strong. Yeah, for sure.
When I shake hands with him, I'll give him my trunk and then do like a little curtsy.
That's precious. He like does one back to you. Well, Timora's on my side today, it seems, sending a lot of you all to me. Here's the situation. A few days ago, maybe more like a week at this point, 10 day almost, a group of kobolds crept into the mine, entering from the surface. They forced some miners to abandon their jobs. No one was killed, but the kobolds are too dangerous for the miners to deal with. So, if possible, if you all could clear out these kobolds, so we could get the mine up and going again, I'd be willing to pay you all 75 gold.
Each.
Well, I'll tell you, sir. This is for me at least. Adventuring is a rather new pursuit. Can you tell me what exactly is a kobold? Exactly did they do to force the miners out?
They sort of showed up. I think they had some armor, swords or daggers or the like. From my understanding, really, the miners didn't really talk to them too much, sort of turned tail and fled. So I haven't personally been in the mine to talk to him. I don't know my way around in the dark, and I don't really want to potentially get stabbed or something.
All right, that sounds like pretty straightforward.
I'd be remiss to let you know, though, one of the miners went missing a few days ago, before the kobolds even showed up. One of the miners went missing a few days before the kobolds even showed up. Some of the miners think that some sort of creature came up from the Underdark, but I think it's possible he just fell down the central shaft, which admittedly is deep enough that if you fell, there'd be no getting you back. It goes down for miles.
So how much of that do we have to clear out?
We only have about 3 floors carved out, but there's like a central shaft that goes deep and down. If you just clear out the 3 floors, that's all we really need.
Okay. Just making sure.
Well, if you all could do this, it would be a great boon to the town. You all would be well remembered, well regarded. Greatly appreciate it.
75 gold. That's not much when you split it between all of us. How about 100?
Is anyone backing this play?
Yep, me. Sure.
What do you add to this?
Yeah. We're fairly new to adventuring, but we know that that's kind of cheap for even a day's work.
Well, one of you all roll a persuasion check with it. Either Bash roll intimidation or Corpse Grinder roll persuasion. Or both of you all could roll those individually. It's whatever you want to do.
Okay, I'll make a roll.
I want to make a roll too. Oh no, that's not a natural 20. That's a 2. I got a 7.
17.
What did you get, Nick?
17.
Well,
Holding the maul.
yes. Do you all? Yeah, I'll say he sort of gives a bit of a grimace and then says, "All right, well, it needs doing, and we need someone to do it. So, 100 gold it is." What do you all want to do?
Where's the mine?
Yep. I'm down to just go for it straight ahead. Maybe we can knock this out today and come back and explore the town in the evening. I guess it's all the same here.
It'll sound like the town needs to get the mine back and running pretty soon.
It does indeed. If you all need somewhere to stay, before you head in, I can get you all a room at the east side. It's fairly close to the path that leads to the mine. Or if there's any other questions you have about things around town, you can let me know. But I am in full support of you all heading up to the mine right now.
Let's go.
Shall we, fellows?
I don't think we need anything before we go. We left the other town we left Brinchester pretty well prepared, so let's just go right now.
Can we go ahead and secure that room at the East Side Inn?
Absolutely. I'll walk over with you.
Great, thank you.
And yeah, he gets his winter clothes on, chugs his beer, puts it down, looks to the bartender and says, Trey, add that to my tab. And the bartender, who is, oh, come on, notes. Vernon, sorry, is what he said. The man he looks to also looks to be a half-orc, and he nods to him. And yeah, you all make your way across town to the East Side Inn. As you enter, you see a lady innkeeper, a willowy teenager. And as you all enter, you sort of hear her humming a song to herself. Ahead of winters when she came, lovely woman with no name, draped in fur-lined cloak of red, to the icy lake she fled. The wind pursued her all the same, as sure as night she's... And then she looks up. Oh, hello, welcome. And Oris says, hello, Marta. I'd like to go ahead and get the lot of these fellas a room here, or room or two, or what would be good for you all?
I require my own room myself. I don't know about my companion.
Could you all roll a persuasion check, a group persuasion check, or corpse grinder, maybe?
How many beds are in a room? If it's one, then we kind of all need our own room, yeah.
So are we all rolling?
I'll say that
Oh,
you all can elect a single person to roll for the group if you'd like.
well, I thought we were all gonna roll, so I rolled, but I rolled a natural 20.
I would like to nominate Jasper.
All right.
Yeah, but I can just re-roll again.
And I got a 19 total. I didn't mess up like always.
You're good. So Oris sort of grinds his teeth a little and says, yep, I guess room for everybody then. And BB says, I can stay with Bash! And he's like, oh, shit! And she sort of steps back too. And so, yeah, you see this, like I said, willowy teenager. She's got blonde hair. She's sort of fair of feature. She has a chain around her neck, and on that chain there looks to be a little ring. And she smiles. There's a transaction between her and Oris, and she leads you all downstairs into these tunnels, and they break off into a series of separate rooms. And it seems having these things underground sort of provides a degree of insulation, so there's at least a constant temperature. And yeah, you guys are all shown to your different rooms in the East Side Inn.
That bug needs a room too.
Pardon me.
The bug.
Don't worry about him. It's okay.
Are there stables at this inn? Have we done something with our axe beaks?
Yeah, I'll say that
Brought him over here.
you all, as part of the transaction, Marta led you all to stables behind the structure that you put your axe beaks in. And she says she'll feed them as well. And apparently Oris will be paying for that.
That was Marta just now? Can we tell her retroactively that we were sent by Darmo Mazlu?
Oh, that's lovely. He's a sweet boy. Thank you for telling me that.
Seems to be a real up and comer. That's all I got. The logo on Roll20 is upside down, and I'm glad that it is because that means you can't read it, and that's the point of metal logos.
Oh man, I put it upside down. I thought I did it right the correct way. I feel silly.
It looks the same to me.
My
It's-
bad.
It's good though. It probably still says Equinox.
Yeah.
How symmetrical.
Symmetrical.
But like I said, that's a good thing because you can't read it.
Oh, I can fully see that now. I feel very silly.
It's all good.
You should.
Don't feel silly.
It's all
So
good.
I guess we're just gonna put. I don't have much to put down in this hotel room, and we're
Yeah,
just
you guys have rooms if you want to come back here and stay at any point today.
want to make sure my axe beak is okay, and I had barrels strapped to the back of my axe beak that I was going to make into drums. I want to make sure they're secure.
We can
That's
say you left those in Bryn Shander if you'd like, or unless you would have intentionally brought them with you here.
I thought I got them after, but now that you
Oh.
mention it, maybe not. So let's just say I left them in Bryn Shander at Beery's house.
That works for me.
So can we just put stuff down and exit the hotel and go to the mine?
Yeah, like most vacations, you check into the hotel just so you can leave it.
Oh yeah, baby.
So you guys have 4 rooms. Cool.
I'm gonna take the time to put on my armor, and might as well
Cool.
just take my whole disguise off because I'm not gonna use it this time.
Put on
Yeah.
my armor as well.
Are there any other, I guess, preparations you all want to
Probably would've
make
already been.
before heading up to the mine?
Nope.
Cool.
I'll double check everything in my bag, just like pulling it out real quick and putting it back.
Excellent. That happens. And you all get to making your way to the
Oh.
gem mine. Oh, what's up?
Would you all mind if we hang out here for like an hour or so, just so I can make some dwarven donuts? That way you all could have some extra healing in battle if you need it.
Ooh, that sounds real. Wrong
Are
verse.
we like alone right now? Are we?
Yeah,
Like,
we'll say that you all have been shown to your rooms, and maybe you've gathered in one of the rooms together.
okay. So Jasper just kind of like sits there completely silent, like he didn't say anything since you guys saw the outside of Tourmaline to like right when we got these rooms. And he kind of just sits down on the bed and just like, guys, I really don't like it here. It's really strange. And we can get in and get out with this mine thing, but I don't know if I really want to hang out in this town right now.
What's wrong?
Is it something magical?
No, it's sort of. So I may not have mentioned to everyone that I am kind of dodging some people right now. It's kind of the whole reason that I came up to, the Dale, and it's really just starting to look too familiar to me, and I don't really like what I'm seeing. And without telling you guys too much, don't necessarily know if it's safe here or not for all of us.
Could I help you out with my disguise kit?
I mean, that might help. I mean, we could try for sure.
Did you see someone that is chasing you?
No, it just. Do you ever have like deja vu where you feel like you've been somewhere before, but you haven't, but you still feel like you have?
I often feel lost.
Yeah, so pair that lost feeling with feeling like you're in danger. Just feels it's weird.
I always feel like I'm in danger.
You are always in
You're so
danger.
funny.
Jasper actually like chuckles at that.
BB runs and jumps and hides behind the bed.
Good BB.
So, do you want to look like a tiefling? I can disguise you to look like a tiefling, like me. Red skin.
I mean, yeah, go for it. How long will that take?
10 minutes.
Sure. So we'll do that, I guess. So make me look like a tiefling.
Yeah, so you guys start to go about the disguise kit, and I'll say, could it? Do I have this written somewhere? Could everyone send me privately in WhatsApp their passive perception scores?
Yeah.
Um,
Don't bite me.
Jasper, if you're gonna be disguised, would you be okay hanging around a bit so I can make some donuts?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'll get started on that while he's working on that.
Cool.
Yeah. Sweet baby.
Oh.
I gotta be off camera and play with my cat for a while.
Yeah, that's cool. This feels like a natural place to take a short break while you guys short rest. If you all want to keep talking in character, you can, but I'm going to take a minute to get organized and go pee.
So those donuts take an hour, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys are taking a short rest, which
Okay.
during this time, Sky Shadow will be short resting as well as a beetle, so he can change back as he needs to.
Cool. So I guess if there's no RP conflict after I am fully disguised, I should have 50 minutes left. Jasper is going to work on his that bolt that he was going to make for his hand crossbow.
Yeah, can you send me the specifics of what you're referring to?
Yes.
And Bryce, can you send me Jasper's passive perception as well?
Don't bite me. Don't bite me.
I don't think it counts as a short rest with my feet because there's
Well,
two parts
it
to
takes an hour, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so,
for
I'm
everybody
just
else, I
saying
can go.
that's the equivalent of a short rest for the rest of the party.
But we haven't really used anything since long resting, have we?
No, but it just takes an hour, which is the equivalent. So like this will give Sky Shadow his wild shapes back. Like, it is the time for that. If you want to be doing something during this time, that's fine as well. You don't have to rest. But yeah, you guys have like an hour of just chilling in this hotel room.
Yeah, I was just saying there's one thing I can do as part of a short rest, and then this, which I can do with an hour of work or when I finish a long rest. And the short rest thing just affects people who roll hit dice with that short rest.
So
Okay.
So it's a short rest for everybody but you.
Yeah.
And you probably don't even really need it. I don't.
Absolutely not.
Don't bite me. I'm trying to play with you. So, do you guys want to talk about these kobolds? It seems like it'll be fairly straightforward.
Did you ask what kobolds are? And did I just... Okay, I'm sorry. I think something happened for that to be glazed over. He would have explained that they're basically like little
You told me what I needed to know. Like, I know
okay.
that they're little lizards, and you told me that they just have armor and swords.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, sorry. I just wanted to make sure I didn't glaze over anything.
Nope. So I think if we can corral them all into one area, at like one group, that would make them easiest to take down, because that's what a lot of my spells can target.
Let's throw him down the hole.
Well, I don't know.
I think that Beery would want to be a part of this specific conversation if you guys wouldn't mind. Oh, okay, cool.
I'm just partaking.
Being named Tony.
Yeah, that's me, Tony.
Oh yeah.
I
wish my name was Tony. So,
I know that's right.
Well,
do you guys have
possible,
any-
if possible, I'd like to try to just convince them to leave without shedding any blood.
Ooh, that's no
I
fun.
I know that's not your idea of fun, Bash, but for me, it's actually one of the most fulfilling feelings, finding a mutually beneficial compromise between people who require a bit of patience to deal with.
We should kill them!
Yeah.
If it comes to that, okay, but let's go in there with peace in mind.
All right, making an alliance with Kobold.
Roll a quick insight check, Beery.
Okay.
Can I roll something to see how much kobolds are in the region? To see how beneficial making an alliance with these kobolds would be?
I'd say for this specific group, you probably have to interact with them more, but if you want to roll just sort of like a general wisdom, intelligence, or history, or one of those checks, I could give you some information potentially about kobolds that could be loosely relevant.
That was
I rolled an 11, and I don't have anything good in those skills.
And Jesse, for Beery, what is her passive insight?
The same as her passive perception.
Okay. Would everyone but Jesse take off their headphones for just a second? It is currently 1 hour and 38 minutes on the timestamp.
Wait, what was the timestamp?
1 hour and 38 minutes.
All right. What is the time now?
1:39:24.
1:39:24, baby.
And Evan,
Hello.
you, Corpse Grinder, you've read of various races in the world. A fact that I guess would you share this knowledge with the group, or do you want to hear it in private first?
Sure.
Okay. The kobolds that you famously heard about were very willful and competent servants of dragons. You know that almost like goblins, they have a history of cowing to greater powers. Like if they're showed like, if you don't do what I say, we will kill all of you. That sort of energy sort of quickly gets them in line, especially when it comes to draconic stuff, because it's almost like the wishful, like, this is where I'm descended from as a lizard person. Like I am related to this dragon, whether that's true or not. They're both reptiles to some degree. So yeah, I'll say in general, that's what you know of kobolds. They can be negotiated with. They very much are willing to like work within existing power structures if properly motivated.
Fantastic. So I'll say this. So how about this? Let's try. Beery talks to them and asks them to leave. If they don't do that, then we'll try and scare them out. And if worst comes to worst, then we'll have to kill them. And we'll try to corral them all in one place.
Yeah, but by that time, that means that they're all probably going to be in one place. They'll all know that we're here, and then we lose the advantage of them not knowing that we're coming to kill all of them all at one time. Maybe not being able to corral them, but still be able to get them in individual scenarios.
What?
All right. What about this? we could break it up into 2 tasks. First, Beery and myself approach and try and be diplomatic with them. If that doesn't work, we say, oh, okay, we won't bother you again. We'll never see our faces. Have a good day. You can let your guard down and everything. And then we spend the night, and then we spend the night back in town and go back there and kill them all. What do you think about that?
Not enough killing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if we're there taking a meeting with them and they say no, I feel like it should just happen then, instead of, because I mean, if we're gonna, Beery, I know you probably don't like hearing this, but if we're gonna kill them, we might as well just do it, instead of, you know, just having a sleepover and then coming back on a day trip and, you know, getting them. We should, if we're gonna talk to them and they choose to say no, I think the play is letting them know what happens when they do say no, and then taking care of it if they do.
Perhaps we could combine your original idea, Corpse Grinder, of a primary negotiation and a secondary into one negotiation, like Jasper's saying, where we tell them, we want to be friends with you, but if you don't want to be friends, bad things will happen. Just like we tried to talk to BB's family.
I mean,
What? They're all dead. You killed them all.
That's right.
They didn't want to be our friends.
You were my new family. And he like just hugs on Bash and like rubs his face on his belly.
No one will ever love you like I do.
And he's like looking over his shoulder at Jasper really intensely. And then he just sort of buries his face in Bash's neck and just snuggles up. Seems like he's really trying to get in some snuggle time right now.
Bash will save. Bash has extra strong attacks when Bash can surprise enemies. So Bash like to do that.
Me too.
Only once, but still.
Actually, is there a feasible way that 2 people could both get a surprise attack on someone at the same time, with one being ranged and one being melee?
Yeah, I'd say you guys could time to strike at the same time.
Surprise.
So long as there's some way that you can coordinate that, like now type thing.
Yeah, well, basically, it would have to be like me, like getting an arrow in the air at the same time as him attacking, right?
You could probably watch me approaching stealthily and kind of time it with when.
I mean, like it'd be like just a surprise round is just how we'd play it. You guys would roll initiative. They'd be surprised for the entire round. Like they'd have the surprise condition.
Okay.
So-
If you all choose to go the way of death.
so you 2 would be so.
But I mean, that would take like being hidden. If you were like, hey, we're here to be diplomatic, but if you don't be diplomatic, we'll kill you. And then they're like, okay, well, no, we don't want to be diplomatic. You can't be like, surprise! Like, you would just roll for initiative. But if you did for real, be like, okay, well, we're going to leave, and then straight up come back and stealth back the next day, that could be fully surprise.
What if we
you know, all of this, of course, depending on how dice rolls work.
what if Jasper and Bash sneak alongside of us and flank us as Beery and myself try to
It'll
be
just sort of
diplomatic?
depend on the terrain on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're gonna do if we want
Bear in mind, you guys are going into a mine shaft,
Yeah.
which is generally tunnels.
it's gonna be a lot of close quarters.
Fury.
Yes.
Killing gets easier every time. Don't worry. You'll learn to love it.
That-
Love it, Beery.
That worries me most of all, Bash.
But you're so strong.
I do have a hard spanking, that's for sure.
You spanked the dude to death!
I did.
Like I just keep imagining BB is like a little baby, like just with like the mentality of like a small child, and he just saw Beery just like
Grab a dude, throw him over his lap, and just smack so hard that necrotic energy just came out and his whole ass just fell off.
Imagine being a kid and seeing someone get spanked and there's just like life force comes out of their eyeballs.
She melted his ass. Here's a reminder of loosely what Beery looks like, or of what BB looks like, and he's in this outfit. I guess actually right now he has on armor because you guys are preparing for battle. So he puts on his leather
He's got
armor.
that fancy outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he takes that off and puts armor on,
That
or I
is
guess
so
maybe
good
just
for
stacks
him.
layers.
That is
Yeah.
so good.
Well,
You
I'm
don't.
glad you enjoy it.
You just came home and he was wearing it. It seems that Beery provided it for him, which
Excellent.
is, oh man, yeah, that's perfect.
Well, okay, so if we could somehow get a meeting with them, if they come outside the mine, we meet them outside to where they're in a group. If that can happen, we could attack them then.
So you're
Mr.
talking about
Fortran,
getting them out of the mine?
if it'll happen.
That may be a great idea.
But the thing is, they won't want to come out. Like, they will not come out of that mine. So we're gonna, like, the likelihood of us corralling them, I feel like is very low. So we either go in, if they decline, we leave, come back and kill, or we attack them there. It depends on how comfortable you guys are with that, and I don't know how to plan that ahead of time.
What if we so Beery and myself go in, talk to the first kobold we see, and say, we'd like to talk to you about your presence in this mine. Could you please have your leader meet us at the entrance to the mine? And then they might send security with him, with them, whatever the leaders are.
If it was Bash, Bash would just attack at that point.
But you'll stay hidden.
But if Bash was Kobold,
You two could be on the outside of the door, and we could have the conversation just inside the door. I don't know if there's a door. We would need to assess the situation.
You could be perched above the cave entrance and swing down with your big hammer.
Bash like that.
So, do you think that would be, Jasper, do you think that would be a way to handle what you were talking about?
Yeah, especially because you were saying that, you know, they respond to power. If we kill the person that they're following, that kind of makes us, you know, the person that they should listen to. But you know, we'll figure it out. I mean, if we kill one of them, we have to kill all of them, and that is, you know, that's what we have to kind of weigh here.
That's Bash policy too. No survivors. No witnesses.
Well,
BB.
Oh.
We love you.
BB special case.
So
Then he just goes back to snuggling.
That's right, BB. You're our special little boy. There's only one of you.
Surviving goblins.
Does
Well,
this-
I mean, if you guys just want to go, we can just figure it out as we go.
like Beery and I try to talk to them, and you and Bash stay hidden, ready to come out when we.
Well, so then what's the sign if it goes south? Like what?
I can whistle.
Beery can blow her horn, her trumpet.
I was gonna say that.
How
Well,
about
so
a
then-
code word? Oh, trumpet? Yeah, trumpet. That's good.
Okay, you say trumpet if there's trouble.
Okay. Well, then maybe should Bash be with you guys then? Because I mean that means he's gonna have to run from far away to get to you guys to hit something. If we talk to them, the whole surprise effectiveness goes away. So he might as well be with you.
Yeah.
I can
But
hang
if we
back. I can hang back
draw
and
them
do-
out to the entrance of the cave, and you two are already
But
hidden.
once
You might
we
still have
once
to-
we start talking to them, we can't we can't jump out and say surprise because they're already we're engaged with them.
But if
What
the
if
two
they
of you
don't know
are-
that me and you are together? Right?
They still know enemies are there.
What if they think that the threat is just Beery and myself, and you
I mean,
two are hidden in the foliage?
I will shoot them anyway. I'm just saying I feel like the effectiveness of the surprise goes away if we're speaking with them.
Elliot, what do you think? Could Bash and Jasper get a surprise round after me and Beery?
I think you said, because I asked about this hypothetically a
I
long
mean,
time
if
ago.
they had never been seen, yes, I think so. If they had been completely stealthed while you two were talking to them and never interacted with the kobolds, they could get a surprise round, like Beery blows her trumpet and then you guys both attack.
But just give us
If Bash and Jasper hadn't been seen.
Cool.
Cool.
Let's go to this mine.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys finish your rest. Jesse, will you give me some flavor on making them donuts?
Yes. So I take my mutable metal pan, which currently looks like a muffin pan because I think that was the last thing I made, and and it turns into a little donut tray with 6 circles for donuts, and yeah, I will mix up some batter. Let's see. Let's do bacon jalapeno donuts. That sounds really good.
Oh wow, what's the glaze on that?
Like a maple syrup base.
Excellent. That sounds great.
Actually making a note of that in my notes.
Cool.
Yeah, so that happens.
So am I able to complete my
Yeah, so I guess do you mind if the group hears what you're trying to do so we can just discuss it?
Yeah, so Jasper, in his, I guess, tiefling outfit now, is just sitting over.
Oh yeah, hold on. Roll me a disguise check. That would be for Corpse Grinder.
Okay.
So you would use, I'd say, your charisma and your proficiency. I don't think you have expertise in it, just proficiency.
So the same as any skill that's I'm proficient in, right?
For charisma, yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
I'd say since you have the luxury of time, you can do this with advantage since it's a process you're used to.
Great. I rolled an 18 that time, baby. So
Plus-
23.
Okay, yeah. It is a flawless disguise. What color is he? Like, what do you fully do?
Did you want to be bright red like me?
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty cool.
yeah, that sounds fine.
Excellent. Yeah, you see that essentially Corpse Grinder has this small case, and when he opens it, there's all these smaller compartments with just vast amounts of makeup. And he opens because you don't have a need to do red very often, but you open a small red when you have, and you're able to like fully do his face and neck. He's wearing gloves, so even then you don't really need to do the hands. You choose to skip that, and you affix small horns just to the front of his head. Like they're not like crazy rams or anything, but it's enough that it's like, oh yeah, I mean that's a tiefling, they'd have horns type thing.
What about
How
Phil?
about like deer nubs, like a young male deer?
Yeah, it could even look like they've been cut off, like maybe they were bigger type thing. Is that cool?
Is that what you want, Jasper?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you look like a red devil man who's had his horns cut off at the end of this. It is an expertly done disguise. Corpse Grinder definitely has a mirror, and you look in it, and it's powerful how it's crazy how much makeup can change the way a person looks. And with this painting completed, with your all's plans as much as possible done, the donuts fully baked, the room smells good, you all get yourselves together, and this whole time Sky Shadow has been a bug just chilling on his shoulder, just listening this whole time, and it seems like he is opting to stay as a bug until there is a need for violence. That's cool.
Sure. So I guess he's chilling on my shoulder,
He's
and
just chilling on your shoulder.
Just you wanna
Jasper
be on.
takes one of his bolts out of his bolt case,
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, talk about this.
and starts kind of pouring like a little bit of sand into a small pouch, and begins to kind of like tie it off and try to affix it to the top of this bolt, to make a sandbag bolt. He also has an arrow, but it's basically a bolt with a just big bag of sand on the end of it.
So I'm gonna say we'll just use your thieves tools for this. Make a thieves tools check, and because you have like the luxury of time, I'll give you advantage.
Okay, so Thieves' Tool is Dex and Proficiency.
Unless you have expertise in it, yes, it should
Okay.
be that.
Okay. 17.
Altogether?
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah. You construct this makeshift bolt. It seems like it would only reduce the distance it would travel by like 5 feet on both ranges. Maybe 5 short range, 10 long range. And you could knock somebody out with this in much the same way like a beanbag from a shotgun would knock somebody out.
Cool.
It could you could do non-lethal bludgeoning damage with this bolt. It would not be magical, so that's known.
Very cool.
Cool. That happens. Do you load that particular bolt up, or do you just have it in your quiver?
No, it's in the case. It's in the bolt case.
What a gross word. Okay, cool.
Quick turn, yeah.
Ash, do you want to do anything during this short rest? Maybe take a nap?
Yeah, probably that's what he would do is just lay down and sleep while the
Cool,
dust.
yeah. So you guys are all getting together. Someone wakes up Bash. You get your gear on, dress up. As you start to head up out of the Blue Clam, unless you guys want to do anything else, I'll keep going.
Weren't we at the
Good.
East Side Inn?
Or the East Side Inn, sorry. Yes, you make your way up into the interior of the East Side Inn.
What,
Marta is there behind the counter. Do I know?
what is the blue clam?
The Blue Clam was the bar that you met Oris at. You guys didn't hang out there very long. No one wanted to get a drink.
Okay.
He walked you all over to the East Side Inn from the Blue Clam. And As you get up there, Oris is waiting, and he's like, I can still take you all up there if you want that. Get you to the door of the mine.
Jasper just
Sure.
nods.
All right.
We love an escort.
He's
Thank
sort
you,
of,
Stephen.
I guess, are you like fully covered up, Jasper? Like face mask?
If we're inside
like-
for a short period of time, yes.
Yeah, you guys are in the, like, have left the room and are currently intending to walk right outside. So yeah, you're fully covered. He doesn't even see your disguise because of, that's why I was asking. Cool. And I'll say dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you guys head out. And he leads the way. What is your all's order as you're walking there? It's like a 10-foot to 5-foot path. It sort of goes narrows and widens here and there.
I'd be kind of next to and behind him in the front because I wanted to ask him a question.
Okay. Who's behind Beery?
I will.
Okay. Who's behind Bash?
Jasper is in the back with his bow drawn.
You see, as you all go outside, the sun has set. It is dark once more. He is holding a torch. If you all would like a light source, reasonably now is a time that you could light one. Otherwise, once he departs from you, it will be dark.
I will cast light on my goggles.
Cool. So it's Oris, Beery, who's after Beery is Bash, and Bash, you have BB like with you. He can sort of occupy your same space if you'd like.
Yeah.
Cool. He's maybe like on your shoulders or something. Corpse, who's behind Bash?
I guess me.
Okay.
Am I in the very back?
No, that would be
Yeah.
Jasper and Sky Shadow at the very back.
Great.
Excellent.
I'll pull a torch out and use my prestidigitation to light it, pressing the little tattoo while holding the torch.
Excellent. Yeah. You all see Bash do just that. He lights his own torch from the magic of his tattoo. The sigil of this Yeti like glows above the clothing for a second and then fades. Beery casts light on her goggles. And yeah, you all make your way. It's probably like a 15-minute walk. It helps that you all have snowshoes on. This is definitely like an icy, snowy path. And it quickly narrows down to just the woods, and you approach this like hillside sort of crag mountain, and there is a dark entrance obviously leading in. He's like, well, this is it. Good luck, adventurers. Equinox. Appreciate what you're doing here for the town. Godspeed.
I did want to ask before you go, do you know of any important history with this mine that might be of use to us, just in case?
It has been a source of the town's wealth for some time, as the deposits of tourmaline in here range in quite a few sizes. Pretty small to pretty large. There's, a really large passageway that goes down deep. Be careful of that.
Okay.
You dig that?
No, they started mining and they found it. They worked around it,
Oh,
built a few bridges, made an elevator, got down. You'll see, there's a bit of water that runs through there too. You'll hear it.
okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. And yeah, he watches as you all go in. How do you all want to enter the mine? In what order?
I'll not be in the front now. Just
Are we
kinda
waiting
towards
out
the middle.
here?
No.
a second.
Shouldn't Beery and myself go in, and
Oh,
then
right.
Jasper and Bash follow behind?
So what does it look like for cover that I could use to do this surprise? Like, is there a
Maybe-
hill part of it, or is it just like sheer mountain that goes into this hole?
It is just like sheer mountain, and there is this hole.
Cool.
As of now, yeah, you guys are just at this entrance of this tunnel, which you see goes into the dark. Beyond the range of your dark vision. It's wide enough that they could have a cart that would move through here. You see that there's some metal tracks.
Well, I don't really feel safe letting you guys go in here alone. So if you want to go, I
I
can
mean,
follow you.
why don't you two follow us too, and stay out of the light.
Here, and I'll hand you, Corpse Grinder, my torch that I lit.
I'll say thank you, and summon my dancing lights to swirl around me. And so there's 4 torch lights that summon around me within like 20 feet, and then they spin and go up in the air and do all kinds of cool stuff, and then they become a humanoid shaped person and run straight at you and disappear right before they hit you. So I say thanks for the torch.
It's basically a small drone show.
And while Bash is being sneaky,
So do you guys want to stay like 30 or 40 or 50 feet behind?
Yeah, it'd be like 40.
So Bash and Jasper and Sky
Or I could
Shadow.
I can project my dancing lights like 40 feet in front of me so that behind me, so that I'm in the very back of the light. How do I explain this?
I got it.
Makes
The very
sense.
back of the light.
So you're
Yeah, so
protecting-
you're gonna Corpse Grinder and Beery will have this glowing dude go in front of them into the room. And then
Sure.
40 feet behind you all will be the melee crew.
Well, Jasper has his short bow drawn.
Yeah, I mean, I just mean like the people who are here who are, you
Yeah.
know, capable of violence. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Jasper and Bash and BB all need to roll stealth checks.
BB, maybe you better go with them. Go hang out with Beery.
Yeah, come on, BB.
Okay. And he sort of shuffles up. And he
don't
kind of
miss
does
the
like
day.
he comes up to Beery and like does one of these.
I'll pick him up and hold him.
Like pick me up. Cool, you hold him. Are you
Yeah,
holding him
for
on like on your hip?
Yeah.
He's like
Just one
go to
arm.
hold him on your hip and he quickly like crawls around you to and like crawls up on your head if you'll let him.
Yeah, totally. That's cool.
Cool.
He can sit on my chef hat.
Oh, perfect.
Corpse
Let's
Gunner's
behave,
like,
we're
"Oh,
He
no."
kind of like squishes it down. It just sort of is like a pile around him. Okay, cool.
Nice.
It's like when you buy those ball beds that cats can get inside of and they just sit on top of it.
Yep. I know what you mean.
And BB. Okay, cool. So yeah, Jasper and Bash, give me them stealth checks.
22.
24.
Nice.
Wow. Very
Nice.
great.
Nice.
Okay. Those are just gonna roll until something happens where they would need to be rolled again. But for the time being, that represents you all silently moving in the dark behind your allies. And okay, this is exciting. So we got your name is Corpse Grinder. Oh, there was BB the whole time. Your name is Beery. So this is as you're entering. So you go in about 60 feet in this tunnel that ranges like 5 to 7 to 8 feet wide, pretty narrow, to the point where you have to start walking single file. Corpse Grinder, are you in front of Beery?
What? Not in front of. What?
I can be in the front.
It very much gets to like you have to be single file.
Then I would, yes.
Okay, cool.
I can go in front too.
No, I would say something and try and make myself look like
It would be easier for you to see if he was in front, since he is shorter, as you can look over his head.
Sure.
Just
that works.
for the sake of ease. Okay, cool. So, all right. I am going to switch the map on roll 20 to
Sweet.
this mine.
I'm going to switch the scene on the Streamlabs OBS. Got him.
Cool. Jesse and Evan, you can see yourselves on the map.
You know
Everyone else, pieces will be placed on there once there is a distance of 40 feet between Beery and the rest, since you guys are staying behind.
Sweet.
I'm going to give group control to BB, so that you all as a team, like if someone, if he's with somebody else, you can move him. Cool?
Mhm.
Cool.
All right, all the players save. Okay. And I guess he's right here with Beery. Beery, do you see him on the map?
No. I did at first, but then he just disappeared.
Oh, okay. I guess to the front, is that going to put him on the layer that you all are on? Layer.
Is he right here? He is right here.
Token layer.
Now I
Okay,
can see him.
cool. Excellent.
He's done.
boy.
I found the little crosshatch.
Perfect. Sorry about that.
This
Done.
dynamic lighting is so cool.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Beery, what color is the light that you make?
I'll make it red to seem ominous and imposing.
Okay. What is the footage on that?
I think it's the same as a torch, 20 feet, 20 feet. Let me double check.
Barry, do you want to? I was saying, do you want to put out your light, and I'll have my lights way in front of us.
Oh yeah.
Can Beery see in the dark?
But with that light in front of us, I'd be able to see.
What's the range on the pretty lights?
I'm just saying like 20 feet so that Jasper and Bash can be closer behind us. So.
Okay.
So like that 20 feet ahead of us, and then.
Yes. Let me think of how I can put an icon on here that Evan can control. Give me 1 second. I'll go in here. Let's look at some assets, baby. Sorry, you all.
It's within 120 feet, and they have to, 4 lights that have to be within 20 feet of each other. So, yeah, I want it to be so we are at the very back of the radius of the light. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm going to give you, is it on the map?
I'm actually gonna make it a vaguely humanoid form of medium size. Combining the 4
There we go. Do you see that, Raven?
Yes.
Okay. What is the exact wordage on Dancing Lights distance?
Range 120 feet.
No, the amount of light produced by it. Is it like
each
bright light 10 feet, dim light 10
light
feet?
in a 10-foot radius.
So only dim, no bright.
I guess it says that, yeah. I thought
Okay.
it was different, but that's
Cool.
what this does.
Boop. All right, so this is your light and oh, okay, I can do this as dynamic lighting. Token emits low light. How cool. What a time to be alive. Low light distance, 10-foot brightness. Yes. Okay.
Brightness,
Can you
yes.
can you see that? Like, is there light coming off of it?
No, not really.
Oh, I need to save the settings. Derp. Sorry, you guys. Oh, yeah,
If
that's
it's gonna
saved.
be only a 10-foot radius, you should have it like I guess right in front of you so that I can still be in the light and see anything.
Save settings, and then who controls this? This is controlled by determined by character settings. What? Oh geez, sorry you all.
It's all right.
I wasn't prepared for this.
This is really
Oh
cool.
God. None. Generic token. Oh, there we go. Perfect. That's all I had to do. Save settings. Okay, Tony, do you see this torch? This like light dude? Is he producing light for you? He should be.
Tony's not playing. Me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, baby.
Like, this is the one context when I have to be like, no, my name's not Tony.
Maybe that? Is he producing light now?
I mean, I can't. I have a very limited view of this cave, right?
Boop. Can you see him? And is it making light?
It's making light. It looks different. Yeah, it looks different
L.
farther away. Yes.
Okay. Well, shit. I'm trying to make this work so that you guys have lighting. Gosh dang it. Directional lighting. Total amount of light. Did that do anything? Can you see out of it?
It made it worse. It made it. It made it so bad.
Okay. If I click on you, Control L. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of what it looks like to you.
That's cool.
Do you want his? What color do you want the light to be coming from him?
Red, definitely.
Red. Okay, cool.
Can I just
You can control him.
be moving on?
Yeah.
I don't think I can control him because I just moved my boy, my little boy,
Your little baby
little
boy.
man, and now I can't move that token.
Oh, what? You can't? Details. Who can control him? Evan Z. I'm just gonna say all the players. Save settings. Oh no, that was you. Oh Jesus. Hold on.
Oh no, that was you?
This is a crisis. There he is. Control.
can't-
Oh, that's because I clicked Tony. Okay, try and control him now.
I see an aura now. I see light now. I see red
Excellent,
light.
excellent. It's working.
Yes, yes.
All right, the entrance to the gem mine is an open tunnel in the hillside. Empty carts are packed near the entrance, next to which is a crude wooden sign that has been propped up. Written on the sign in charcoal are the words, "Kobolds only in common." Sorry, this is what's happening outside before you guys go in. You all also notice that the words are written in elaborate calligraphy, which is a little odd.
Zod.
The mine's meandering tunnels have a 7-foot high ceiling. Wider areas tend to have higher ceilings. Yes. Okay. That's what's happening. You guys move into this mine.
All right.
Corpse grinder. As you and Beery head in, rough-hewn steps descend 60 feet from the tunnel before ending just north of this chamber that you're walking into. You see within here racks holding picks and hammers nailed to the walls of this small cavern. The floor is covered with rock dust and tracks.
I want to yell in common. Yeah, absolutely. I want to yell in common.
You just yell into the mine.
Yep.
All right.
We're
What do you-
not kobolds, but we'd like to word with you.
Roll. Are you doing anything to make yourself louder, or are you just shouting at the top of your lungs?
Sure. I think I can prestidigitation from the citern.
Do you have thaumaturgy? Or no?
Nope.
What is
I'm
that?
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't tieflings get thaumaturgy, or do you have dancing lights instead of that?
He's got a different thing. Okay. Yeah, I'll say I'll allow you to, and if not triple your voice from thaumaturgy, I'll let you use prestidigitation to double the sound of your voice. And I guess roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage, since you're just a voice yelling from the darkness.
Wait, corpse grinder. You should play a really intimidating riff on your citern. Like one of those really scary ones that you do sometimes.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely. I'll do that. Oh, but now I have to figure it out. Pantera sounds good right now.
Have we gone far enough that I'm also in the mine?
Not yet.
Okay. I don't know where the entrance is on the map.
Yeah, that's okay. You're not there yet.
Okay.
I will put you in there once they're deep enough for you all to move in based on the criteria you all set of being 40 feet behind them.
All right, I'm gonna play this song. It's gonna come on WhatsApp. It's totally metal. That's all. Suicide, sacrifice, construction of holy lives. I am Satan. Let me lust on holy sins. Right? That kind of stuff. You can't.
Yes.
Taste.
Okay. Yeah, I guess roll me a either performance or intimidation check.
I'd work
Like once again, with disadvantage, because you're just doing it into the darkness. If you want to like use your inspiration to just have a straight roll, you can.
What? But what about doing it into the darkness? I'm seeing. My reasoning is I see a sign that says no one that's not a kobold can go past here, and I'm saying, hey, what's up? I'm here. Let me talk to you.
Okay. Yes. So what are you attempting to persuade them to come speak to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check.
Natural 19. Straight roll, not disadvantage?
If you want to use your inspiration. I'm saying disadvantage because it's like you're just a voice in the darkness. If any,
what does that mean to me? Like, can I make
that means
Not
to me that
mention
like
unearthly sounds made with that citern. Sorry, I'm having a coffin fit.
I would have my light. My light would be, my dancing lights would be illuminating me. And Beery.
I guess it's the fact of if you were in a basement of a house and someone you were in the attic of a house and someone yells from the basement anything, is that ever gonna be like it's all I feel like to be more convincing there needs to be like a presence, unless you're using some sort of magic to like go directly into their minds. You don't even see anybody, so you don't even know if anyone's even hearing you. But if you want to use your point of
Can I
inspiration,
use minor illusion to make it louder?
Yeah, I was saying you use prestidigitation to be louder.
Okay, so the louder thing is there, but
yeah.
Still just all right. All right. Disadvantage then. 19 the first time. Everyone's seen it. Natural one. Baby.
Oh man. So yeah, if you want to use your inspiration and re-roll or add an extra roll, I guess.
Another natural one.
Oh no. All right. You make that noise into the darkness. You wait. Roll. Both of you all can roll perception checks if you'd like.
Can I guide myself?
Absolutely.
Ooh, I'm speaking into the mic over here.
Oh yeah, baby.
Evan,
None
that
of-
song was a bop.
Indeed. It was a 19.
Good.
Dude, that's one of my favorites of all time.
19 for Beery, and what did Corpse Grinder get?
What's the skill?
Perception.
8.
8. Excellent. Okay, you guys. He lets off this rip. His riff. He rips. He lets off this riff. His voice doubled. Jasper and Bash and Sky Shadow back up in this tunnel. You hear him make this declaration. It echoes throughout the mine, and then you wait, and you wait, and Beery, you listen as the echo fades, and you hear the sound of water off in the distance flowing, and then you hear
A roll of dice.
the padding of footsteps, and you see
I'll whisper. They're coming.
rolling out of the darkness 2 halfling-sized rats, rabid, just like run out ready to try and just attack you all. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh, sure.
Eldritch.
That's not including me and Bash, right?
Yeah, everybody go ahead and roll because you all might jump into it. I would just say Jasper and Bash, you all have disadvantage.
On initiative?
Yes.
Well, I don't want to do anything anyway.
No, but actually not that bad. I rolled a natural 20 and a 16.
Oh.
A natural 20 and a 16.
Both of mine were in the single digits.
So, Corpse Grinder, where you at?
I got wait. Yeah, 20.
Okay, Beery, where you at?
13.
Jasper, where you at?
I got 19.
Bash, where you at?
5.
Why am I'm doing this like I've never fucking written initiative on a paper before. Jesus. 13, 5 for Bash.
We'll pick up some tricks along the way, Elliot.
Beery, I know, right? Corpse Grinder is a 20.
A big boy 20. Say it.
Big
Say
boy
it.
20.
Big boy Tony.
Bash, please roll for BB as well.
Does he have regular roll because he's not on sneak with me?
Yes, he has regular roll.
What
He
did
got 19. 19.
Token 19.
Yeah.
Vision, night vision on 60
Vision's
feet.
here? Oh, we're gonna win.
The vision is here. Yeah, he's gonna fire fucking lasers out of his head.
What did Sky Shadow get?
Sky Shadow is not rolled yet.
Okay.
Yeah, all players. Okay. BB should be. Do you see BB behind you, Jesse? On the map.
Yes.
Do you all see BB?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay. BB got, what did he get?
We got, what did it get?
19.
19 for BB.
He's fast. He's ready.
And he also has disadvantage. Man. Natural 1 for old Sky Shadow.
Wow.
But he's still just a beetle on your arm.
Forgot how to stop being a beetle.
All right. Well, the rats got a natural 20 on their initiative.
Wow.
Okay.
They're here to talk with you, Fury.
Rat attack.
I
Get
have a
ready for
potion.
some combat. Cool. Can you guys
Wait,
hear this crazy
what
cool
did-
music?
What did the
Yes.
donuts do?
They are a bonus action to eat, and if you do it, you gain 2 temporary hit points.
And how long do they last?
8 hours after being made.
Okay. I'd say BB probably scarfed his up, right?
Yeah. Who did you give those to?
There were 6 of them, so 1 for everybody, including Sky Shadow.
Okay. Cool. What happens when they eat them?
They get 2 temporary hit points.
Did everyone eat theirs? BB ate his.
Ash would ate his.
Everyone give yourself 2 temporary hit points.
Let me double check.
Temporary big butts.
Give yourself temporary big butts.
Yeah, I edited it.
Temporary
a
padded.
field on my PDF and made it say temporary big butts.
Good one.
Temporary big butts. Okay, cool. So the rats are up first. They run forward and bite Corpse Grinder
Oh heck,
because you're just right there.
that's not advantageous at all.
These are some giant rats. They're big old honkers.
But I have my armor on, right?
You do have your armor on. What does that make your AC?
Studded leather, I think it's 13 is what I have written down, but that sounds too low.
Studded leather should be 12 plus dex.
Yeah, so 13.
Oh, damn. All right, here we go. Giant rat attack. Actually, yeah, they're going to get right next to each other. They have pack tactics, so they'll roll with advantage as they bite towards you. These like rats run out of the darkness with like mouth open. They look hungry and pissed off. Like I said, they're about the size of a halfling. So, you know, like a goat-sized rat.
Pretty giant.
Yeah, very
A
big.
cat is the perfect sized animal, and I'll fight anyone who thinks it otherwise.
But what about a large cat?
This one with advantage got 13 to hit, so he bites you. You get bitten for 4 piercing damage.
Only one hit?
One that was just the first one.
Okay.
The second one
Sure.
attacks. He got a 19 to hit. He does 4 piercing damage.
Nice it.
Corpse Grinder, you're up.
Great. Can I press my body against the wall back here and do a burning hands and hit them both?
Where are you trying to push it?
Trying to push my body back against this wall. Do you see the arrow? And
I'd
do a-
say you could, but you'd provoke opportunity attacks because you're specifically shifting so you can get both of them.
Can I do an Eldritch Blast and a machete attack in one turn?
What?
Or dagger?
Bonus action offhand attack. The basics. I think you have to attack. Like you would have had to have machete attack and then attack offhand. So I think you can do a spell, but not like the bonus action offhand if you didn't use your main action to like melee attack. Do you want to go for the burning hands? They might miss you.
What does that mean? Do you let me know what their bonus to hit is? Why not?
No, I just mean that they might not bite you, and you can get your spell off.
They might not bite me.
They might not be able to bite you.
Yeah, I'll go for it. That sounds like the most interesting thing to do. Rule of
All
four.
right. The first one goes to bite you as you back away and misses, even with advantage. The second does manage to get a hit off as you back up. He does an additional 4 piercing damage, but you place your back against this wall. Effectively, you could kind of be more in Beery's space or against that back corner. And you raise your hands up, and this wave of fire rolls out from them, engulfing both of these rats. Go ahead and roll me some damage, and I'll roll some dex saves.
What is it? 3d6?
Yeah.
That's on me to know. Huh.
3d6 damage for sure. They have failed this dex save. I guess they didn't expect a flamethrower. They brought knives to a flamethrower fight.
Ooh, I rolled pretty good. 13. That's pretty good
Teeth
damage.
to the flamethrower fight.
Do you hear me? 13?
As you let this wave of fire out of your hands, you feel the life force of these creatures flow into your body, bolstering you against future damage. As when your fire fades out, you see 2 charred rat corpses in front of you.
Oh,
Excellent.
Jasper, you're up in this tunnel. Or do you want to do anything with your bonus action or move? Evan, do you want to do anything with your bonus action or movement?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Jasper, you're up in this tunnel. You hear from down there the distinct sound of a large cloud of fire, and then there's like the smell of charred meat and hair that wafts up this tunnel.
Well, Bash is with me, right? I can't see his icon, but he's still up there.
Yeah. Both of you are pretty well stealthed from one another. Like
Yeah.
you don't know where the other is.
Jasper's just gonna say, "Oh, well," and then just head in after smelling all that stuff.
It's 40 feet between you and them.
Sure. So I have 30. So I guess is that like
bonus action dash?
Sure.
Okay. You
So
make
will that
it
get me in here?
into this mine. I think I'm gonna make. Damn it! You can't make BB any smaller, huh? All right. What are you gonna do? Yep, you're in the mine. You see, you're behind Beery.
What the hell? And that's my turn.
Bunch of giant rats. Sorry.
Do you want to use your action for anything?
Hold it.
They're both dead, right?
You don't know. You just see the back of Beery.
Okay, well then Jasper will hold an arrow for anything that attacks the group.
Okay. Do you want to use the rest of your movement to try and move past them into the chamber?
I don't think I have it, do I?
Well, it only took you 30 feet, then you bonus action, so you got another 30 feet. So you only used 10 more to catch up with them. You could have the remaining 20 feet, which I would let you use to squeeze past everybody and get into this main chamber if you'd like.
Can I get there?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool, yeah.
Well, no, I can't try to hide again because I already used my bonus action.
You can use your action to hide.
Okay.
Although there's not a lot of things in here to hide behind from where you are.
And he has light around him, correct?
There's this raven, which is actually like a dancing lights figure that's just emitting light and illuminating this room.
Okay, so if I'm not in a shadow, then I won't try to hide, and I'll just kind of stand there and dodge, I guess.
Okay, you take the dodge action. Excellent. BB is going to hide behind Beery. He's pretty well hidden. Bash, would you like to follow him in?
Yeah, I would follow and try to see what I can see without. I don't know. I guess at this point it's combat, so Bash is like, "All right, let's do it," and just like charges forward.
Cool. Bash charges in. That will be it'll take your movement and your action to get in there. I'll say you can squeeze in all the way if you want to get past Jasper.
Okay. Yeah. So dashing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have your bonus action left over if you'd like to do anything.
Well, I don't see any enemies near me, right?
You
Like-
see two intensely barbecued rats. I'd say it maybe like your stomach starts to grumble a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, you don't currently see any threats. That does not mean that there aren't any, but correct. You don't currently see any.
I'll just pull
Just chill.
pull them all out and just be ready.
Okay, cool. Sky Shadow stays as a beetle since he doesn't see any active threats. And as you all wait in here, arms ready, more rats come into the room. They charge in from the sides.
Why not get a turn?
Oh, Beery is after BB. I'm sorry, before Bash. These rats aren't in this room. Beery, what do you do?
Well, why'd you guys run in? We took care of the only 2 rats that were here.
Bash heard fighting.
Yeah, do you want to move in as well?
I'll stay where I am, actually. I'm going to go
Okay.
ahead and use my emboldening bond as my action. I meant to do this outside the tunnel, but since it lasts for 10 minutes, but now I'm doing it on Bash and Jasper.
Right. Bryce, do you know what that means?
It's within, what, 30 feet? We have to stay within 30 feet of each other?
Yeah, if you are within 30 feet, you have a D4 to an attack roll once per turn.
Cool. Thanks.
Cool. That happens. And then a bunch of more rats show up.
What a surprise!
Oh yeah, baby.
One's gonna bite at Bash, and Jasper, you can get your attack off on one.
Okay. Then we will shoot past Bash on that first one.
Bash, one bites you for 6 damage.
Got it.
So shoot. So 15 to hit.
Excellent. That will hit. This rat is flanked by your allies, I'll say, when you get that chance to attack. So it can be a sneak attack.
Okay, cool. 9 piercing damage.
They are pierced so thoroughly that they die.
Wow.
What a description.
It's quite the piercing. It's like you pierced his brain with your arrow.
Nice. Very cool.
As he runs up, you shoot him, and his body like flips over with the arrow through its head and crashes right below Bash's feet. Corpse Grinder, there's another rat in here. It's biting Bash. The other one just got shot by Jasper. What do you do?
Oh,
Uh-oh. Corpse Grinder.
me?
Corpse Grinder. Yeah,
I'm
baby.
gonna do an Eldritch Blast at one of them.
You'll have disadvantage on the attack, but you can do it. No, wait, no, you won't. He's at range. Do it. Roll an Eldritch Blast.
Hang on. Here I come.
I'm coming.
I'm
Aren't we
coming.
all?
I'm
Here she
coming.
comes.
I'm coming. Here
Here she
comes.
comes. Here she comes.
Here she comes to save the day.
That would be a really funny thing to say during sex. Here I come.
Oh.
Oh, get ready.
Fucking natural 20 on the spell attack roll.
Oh my gosh. Roll a d10 and add what? 14 to it?
Or 10.
Well, you
I
add
don't get
10.
I don't get
plus-
to add anything yet because I
Oh,
don't have
that's
the
right.
Eldritch Incantation.
Roll a d10 and add 10.
15, baby.
Finish him.
Okay,
What happens?
Here we go. I'm gonna just blast out my hand and toast him, and I'm gonna walk up to him and rip his jugular vein out with my teeth, and it bleeds everywhere. Ah!
You all witness this intense moment of ferocity from Corpse Grinder.
We'll try to like find BB and like cover his eyes.
And
But I
he's
probably
like
can't find
actively
him.
climbing over, just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like really into it. He'll even like run by and get some of the blood and splash it on himself.
Damn it, save some for me.
Yeah, so you guys wait a beat, and you wait a beat, and you just hear the echoing of the cave and the sound of water flowing not too far away. And it seems that the danger is past.
Jasper will retrieve his arrow.
All right.
All right, you guys, let's try and remember that you two stay back and like.
Jasper finds the nearest shadow and stealth immediately.
Tell me where you'd like to try and hide, and I guess Beery and Corpse Grinder, tell me where you all are heading. You see that there are 3 chambers leading out of this one.
So I don't see the light sources, like where they end. I know on Tony's, because I have his stream up, it shows the red. I don't see that, so I don't know where his light ends and shadow.
Do you see it now?
No.
Is there anything over here?
You're not there yet.
Okay,
Let's all
This
control the
tunnel
torch.
goes on.
but there's a wall. There's like a wall right here.
Yeah, that's a solid wall. That's why the light stops.
Got it.
Jasper, according to his map, Jasper could get right here and look in.
Yes, you could. Do you
and
do that?
stealth when he gets to that point and then look in there.
Okay, so that is not moving behind this group, but if you want to dip off on your own and go check out that tunnel and hide in there, you can.
Well, I was behind them.
You're not, though. You're moving past them. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I can kind of just
Okay.
whisper to them and let them know and then check it out up there.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me a stealth check and then a perception check as Jasper goes off into the dark of this tunnel. You guys are in this room. I'm going to get rid of these rats. There are dead rats on the floor, though, should anyone want them.
23.
Oh, thank you.
23. Also, for the next 10 minutes, you can add a D4 to an attack, ability check, or saving throw for the next
Per
every
turn,
round.
So every 6
every
seconds.
round. You can do that once. Is that
Yeah.
it's skill checks too, right, Jesse?
Yes.
Okay,
Attack roll,
cool.
ability check, or saving throw. All 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so then 27.
And Jasper, you're able to see now, right? Yes. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so perception.
Wow, this is so cool how this
Wow.
dynamic lighting works. All right, what was your perception?
21.
You stealthily move through this passage. I will say also with your perception check as you move, you can see that there are reptilian footprints mingled in with human tracks, as well as a set of tracks that look to belong to giant rodents. The reptilian tracks fan out, leading to the area that you're currently in and areas to the south. The rodent tracks also lead to the south. As you move over to this side, Bryce, the floor in the east end of this dusty cave is 5 feet higher than the west end, with a rocky ridge separating the two areas, except for slopes on either side. Picks and shovels lean against the ridge. Small gem deposits in the ridge and the walls of the cave gleam seductively. So as you move in here, you can see like, oh, here is tourmaline. Like you can just straight up mine it out of the walls here. But you see neither kobold nor rat.
Okay, can
But-
I?
I'm going to see what the rest of the group wants to do while you're doing that. What's everyone else doing?
Does he relate what he saw to us?
Are you all just like chilling, waiting for his recon?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Take a look down here.
Down where?
Just as far down the tunnel as I can see. I don't have light. Never mind.
I'll move my thing,
Okay.
but that's still not visible to me.
How far away can it be from you?
120 feet.
Okay, cool.
And
Then
I'll
yeah.
stay 10 feet back from that.
Excellent. Okay, yeah. So as you come down this tunnel chamber, you see that it breaks off and forks into 2 more passages. You see tracks of kobolds and rats. The rat tracks seem to go this way. The kobold tracks seem to go this way.
Ah,
Okay. And then I'll head back and just say to the group real quick.
Cool. And Jasper, do you want to roll back to them and do the same?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys reunite.
Looks like the kobolds seem to be going more to the south.
Well, yeah, but there are also rodent tracks that go down that way too.
Well, I saw another split in the path where the kobold tracks just went south and the rodents went more to the east.
Okay.
we could explore that place that Jasper explored first. Maybe that's a shorter adventure, shorter time to solve, and then the kobolds will probably be there'll be more twists and turns in the path to the kobolds than investigating to the east, is what I'm saying.
Sure. I mean, that room kind of opened up and I didn't see anything else in there, but I can go check it out if you guys want to follow.
Sure.
You said it looks like there's a bunch of tourmaline everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, we could mine
It looks like if you guys, and there are like, picks and everything else in here. If you guys spend some time, you could easily mine some tourmaline. It would obviously be loud as you're like.
Yeah, we should probably do that like on our way out. Once we, handle this, we could make ourselves a little bit of extra money, but
You should look for traps. It sounds too good to be true for me. For something this accessible, just to be right here.
okay. Well, yeah, I mean, if you guys want to, just kind of wait outside and I'll go in and check it out, but I don't want to go in alone,
Ash will
In
go.
my
We'll
life,
go in there together.
Well, I'd rather not have black, but
So Bash and Jasper are gonna go in there.
Ash will go.
Okay. Let's just take a quick pee break, and when we come back, you guys will continue exploration.
It's a fruitly.
Absolutely. Ow! Ow!
I feel like
stepped on a bunch
this-
of broken glass or some shit.
Oh shit! I feel like this works too because these mines are so small. It might be a bit claustrophobic for Sky Shadow. So like staying small until he's needed works.
Absolutely.
what is the end time of the break?
It is currently 3 hours and 1 minutes and 40 seconds. All right, let us resume. Bash and Jasper are going off on their own, sort of scouting ahead. Go ahead and just start moving your pieces one square at a time, and I'll tell you if you encounter anything. Oh yeah, you see this gem mine. There are many gems twinkling seductively. If there were light, I guess in this case, they're all shades of gray as you all move in here with your night vision alone.
Are we stealthing right now?
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll your stealth checks since it turned off for a bit.
Okay.
Don't forget to check for traps.
Yeah.
It's a 16 for my stealth.
I got
Okay.
15.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys are moving quietly. Here and there, you'll occasionally like kick a pebble that you're not seeing, but for the most part, you move through this area quietly. And roll perception or investigation checks to look for traps.
Okay.
With a D4.
Oh yeah, we get to use
Add a D4. Yeah, actually, you guys could have added the D4 to both of those stealth checks as well.
I'm gonna do. Is it okay to posthumously do that, or?
Yeah, I'll allow it. It's
14
sort of a.
in my perception.
It's going to be something that happens going forward, which I guess I'm going to indicate it by. I'm going to put a little green dot on both of you all.
Okay.
If
Can it
you
be
could.
Can it be purple?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was just thinking green because of Eldeath. Yes, it can be purple.
That's Beery's favorite color.
So if you all have this purple dot on you, it means that you have the power of emboldening bond. Let me know when that turns off, Jesse.
10 minutes after I cast it. So.
And we'll say for now, once more, BB is just sort of on Beery. And Beery, are you just chilling in this hallway, or are you coming back over here with Jasper? Or Corpse Grinder?
I was gonna see if I could borrow.
Could I borrow your light man to look down this tunnel as well?
Light man, and I hand her my torch.
Oh, okay. What is the light on a torch?
2020.
2020. Yeah. Didn't you have the little dancing lights?
Oh, I think I
can
actually
use dancing lights too. If that's
I have
the way
had-
we're doing it.
bright light emitting from Beery this whole time. I think.
I haven't seen it.
Maybe I
yeah,
have it
she
set
would be in
to
the dark otherwise.
Brightness. Save. Can you see? What's that like for you?
No
Yeah.
noticeable change.
Yeah, I mean, that's about right. It should look like that. It is different for other people. How it looks right now. You're good. So what's next? Where are you looking?
Just down this tunnel.
Using
I'll-
the torch. Yes?
I can be dancing lights. I can send dancing lights.
Okay. You send dancing lights ahead. You see that this tunnel just sort of meanders down. Do you want to go to its conclusion?
Uh,
Do you want to keep heading down it by yourself?
no, not by myself.
Okay. Cool.
Can I follow? so
Can I look for the kobold tracks in this tunnel as well?
Yeah, you see them. They've
Okay.
been through here.
What about the rats?
No, the rat tracks are mostly over here.
Gotcha. Cool. Then I'll head back.
Cool. Okay. Bash and Jasper, you guys can keep moving yourselves along. Did you all roll the perception check
Roll a
for
14.
traps? Okay, cool. Yeah, you see no traps, just these gems.
Okay.
You guys can keep on moving as you so please.
Coming around. Coming around.
Jasper will wait for Bash, I guess.
This is cool. Yeah, keep it going.
I'd give him like a thumbs up.
Can we follow them?
Yeah, if you want to, go for it.
Put my dancing lights away.
Through the northern chamber. Beery, are you gonna do
I'll just hang back here. I can't see in the dark.
do you want to use your light cantrip? Or are you just doing that so that they
I could see BB from this opening, right? Because I have dark vision with.
Yeah, he's on Beery's head.
Yeah, so I could see both of you guys, and kind of be like, psst, "Hey, y'all."
It's pitch black for her.
Oh shit.
Where are you?
Well, I don't have a light.
Okay.
This
So
is
Beery's just staying in place then, unless
it
you want to
safe
cast
to-
light.
I'll try to whisper to Jasper.
Is it safe to light a light?
Hey,
I don't
so Jasper and Bash, when you guys were over here, you saw that there was like a path that led off this way, and as you moved past this area, the sound of the water got louder, and you see that the rodent tracks lead through here.
Okay.
This looks like a good place to resume our diplomacy stealth formation.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jasper will just kind of go back into the shadows like this way.
Cool. Yeah, both of you all can roll stealth checks if you'd like. And then Beery's just stuck back there with BB unless you guys
I'm gonna
come
go
and
ahead.
help her.
I'm gonna go
You
ahead
cast
and cast light. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
and then I'll take BB and follow everybody.
Night vision is on. You emit bright light. Yep. What is the maximum range of the light that you emit?
40 feet.
Okay.
And that's
20
dim light.
and 20. And I'll go over here and change this. What color is the tint of your light? Red?
Yeah, still doing red.
20 and 20. What can I do for this other one? Yeah, there you go. Can you see the range of your light?
Yes, perfect.
Cool. All right. Beery, you've met back up with the group in here. I guess you see them positioning themselves to try and hide. BB is with you. Where are you going?
I guess if we're continuing with the plan, then I'll head forward to meet with CG.
Okay, cool. Go with CG. You all can carry on. You go past the sound of that water, like I mentioned, and you move into this next chamber. Or are you checking out that way?
If like I can see that this chamber opens up a bit, so I'm going to call out again. Hello, we're not kobolds, and we just want to talk.
Okay, yeah. Roll a persuasion check once more.
Without disadvantage.
Without disadvantage.
You're working your way out.
10 total.
No response currently.
I already used my inspiration, huh?
I have guided him.
Sure.
+2. 12.
Yeah. No response currently. And as you're moving this way, whereas in this direction, it sounds like a river flowing. As you're moving this way, it sounds more and more like a waterfall almost. Like it's getting louder the more you head in this direction.
Keep going, I guess.
Yep,
Yeah, do you want to keep moving?
keep going.
All right. The floor of this western tunnel is 7 feet higher than the. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Benches and tabletops are set up as workplaces where miners clean any gemstones they find. Gravel and pebbles are strewn on the ground. Scattered across the floor are a few hammers, picks, and broken lanterns. It looks like whoever was here left quickly. You see kobold tracks that lead south from this chamber. Also over here, do you see where I'm pointing?
Yeah.
That is a ledge. It is 7 feet higher than right here. It looks down on this area.
It would be pretty easy to infer that that connects to
Up
the-
above the
yeah.
other. Yeah, that's the path that Beery didn't keep going down. You quickly put together.
And you said that the path was lower than the room we're in? Or the other way
Yes.
around?
So I think from what the path of the western tunnel from area M1 is 7 feet higher than the floor of the cavern. Okay, so my bad. Reverse. This is higher up, and this, you guys are down below. Apologies for my confusion there.
Okay.
So this is of a higher elevation than this.
It's like an optical illusion. I saw
Yeah,
it
it
one way,
is.
and now I'm seeing it the other way.
Mhm.
And go ahead and both of you all roll me perception checks as you're walking through here.
Can I guide myself? I won't abuse it. Never mind. I won't guide myself.
No, you can guide yourself. I don't give a shit. That's what you gave up a cantrip for this ability.
Okay.
I think use it at all costs.
Word. What am I rolling? Perception?
Yeah.
26.
And I'm going to say this going forward. If you're doing a skill check where you're not in combat, you can add guidance to it if you're taking a second beforehand. Like if it's something where it's like right away, this is what I'm doing, obviously no guidance because it's an action to do so. But if you're like, okay, I'm going to take a second and then I'm going to do that. It's like you're saying a prayer basically before you do whatever it is. What did you get on your perception checks?
11.
26.
Okay, Beery, you see amongst all of these sort of disheveled belongings, the hammers, picks, broken lanterns. There's a bit of a gleam from one of your lights, and you find a small figurine of a dog carved out of rock with 2 pebble-sized tourmalines for eyes. It looks to be potentially something made by one of the miners here, or who knows. But it looks like it'd be worth a reasonable amount of gold.
I will.
I'll say with your 26 perception check, you think that this would be worth 10 gold.
Sick.
Since you went above and beyond on that. So yeah,
Cool.
you have a dog figure with tourmaline eyes worth 10 GP. And do you all carry on southward?
Yes.
Sure.
Excellent. Continue to move your dudes 5 feet at a time, and I'll tell you what you see. There you go. Yeah, corpse grinder, stop right there for a second. So, wooden planks and struts form a walkway along the wall of a seemingly bottomless vertical shaft. A narrow waterfall cascades down the northeast wall, and the sound of rushing water is loud in this confined space. While you're in this area, if you want to communicate with each other, you have to yell at like maximum volume because the waterfall is so loud. It seems like perhaps you were competing with the sound of this when you were shouting into the cave. So yeah, you all see these sort of pathways here. What do you do?
I'm going. My cat tail touched my thumb and made me click the mouse. I'm going to observe the situation and then go back and tell Jasper and Bash that it's going to be too loud. We're just going to. There's a big pit. We're just going to move along the wooden planks and get across to the other side. Don't go across until you see our lights start to fade away. How about that?
10-4, all good? All right. You carry on across the wooden planks. As you move, you can't hear the screeching of wood, but like there is just like the slightest bit of give to them. But you make it across safely. And as you carry on, you find a wooden pulley system has been constructed around a large hole in the floor. A bucket big enough to hold a single humanoid is held up by a thick rope. 3 alcoves next to the lift contain wooden boards and mining equipment. This appears to be a bucket lift that is used for hoisting miners and ore between this level and the lower level. You see a crank inside the bucket and a crank outside the bucket, so one can control it from within or without. It seems like this could hold one of you all at a time, or maybe 2 things the size of BB.
Noticing that this was loud enough to drown out my voice, I will yell again, "Hi, we're not kobolds. We want to talk. Please send out your leader."
With your proximity to the waterfall, it's still very loud right here. It seems like you'd have to move away a little bit before you're going to experience an opportunity for that to be beneficial.
Can I see what else is in this room? Okay. I'll volunteer to be the first to go down in this beery if you want to operate it.
Okay, sure thing.
All right. Jasper, you open up this, I guess it's not even really, yeah, it's a bucket. There's a bucket with like a little safety door on it. You open that up, step inside, close it. Beery, you go over to the crank and start. And over the course of 1 minute, 10 rounds, you are lowered 15 feet down into the next area of the mine. And I will place you there in just a second. All right, this is where you are. Do you see it, Evan?
Yeah.
That's where you come down.
So
do you just want to wait?
I'll yell up to Beery. I didn't see any threats. It looks like it's safe for you to come down. And like dancing lights, I'll put that out. And also I'll yell again, do the same thing that I've been saying.
Okay, yeah, repeat what you're saying again. Also, here's your dancing lights, boy, if you, depending on when you want to move them.
That's good for now. We're not kobolds, but we'd like to talk with you. Please send out.
Also, I'm going to just 1 second give a moment to you. Have this bucket is going back up over the course of a minute, and you are in this mine alone, yelling into the darkness by yourself. If you want to keep doing it, you can, but that is the situation that I'm painting before you. Your friends are literally a minute or 2 or 3 away from you. Do you wish to yell still?
Before I go up, can I ask Beery to heal me? I mean, before I go down in the bucket?
You get down here and realize this situation. If you want to go back up and be healed, you can.
Okay, nope.
Just wait.
I'll do some pulls on the bucket rope to signal to Beery that it's all good.
Okay. Click, 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 click. You start moving the cart back up. And you ignite your small dancing light in the room. You can see that this tunnel breaks off sort of north and south. Who's going down next?
Can I take BB with me or no?
Yeah, you can take BB with you.
Cool, both of us will go down.
Okay. You get in there. You can crank it from within the bucket, or someone else can crank it. Jasper and Bash, have you all caught up with the group at this point?
Actually, before I go down, could I go back and tell them what's up and be like, well, would they be able to hear me in this little hallway? Like,
I mean, we're
when I
like
come
creeping
back
and peeking around behind you guys, so.
It's really fucking loud, so there's no whispering. If you guys want to go in there and yell to one another over the waterfall, you can. But you have
Yeah.
to get close to them. You have to be within 5 feet to communicate.
But I'm saying,
for sure.
could I like pull them into this tunnel so we don't have to yell?
Yeah, Beery is gesturing for you all to come in here. Do you all join?
Yeah.
Excellent. Put yourselves behind, like Beery is between you all in this elevator. Cool. What do you say to them?
See if you guys can take a hiding place here. This is where we'll try to bring him back to. Either that, or you all could follow us down and we could try to find a better place to stage this down there. It seems like this lift takes a good minute to go down and then another good minute to come back up. So might not be too wise to plant an ambush up here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm following you guys. So if you want me to go before you, and then you come down after, we can do that too.
Oh, I know. Why don't we just have you all hang out in the bucket at the bottom and then bring the leader right there?
Okay,
Cool. I'll go down first with BB and then you all meet me down there.
sounds good.
All right. Beery goes over with BB and activates the crank over the course of 1 more minute. I guess 2, maybe even 3. This whole time, Corpse Grinder, you're just here in the light. Do you just stay there waiting for your allies?
Yes.
Okay. Beery, you and BB work your way down. I'll say Corpse Grinder, you move over there. BB, you all get down there. BB's doing his best to be so quiet for you all.
Good.
He's a good boy.
He's being a good, stealthy little boy. Okay, you make it down. Your light extends into the passages of the hallway.
Does somebody have to be up here to operate the elevator?
Nope, it has an internal mechanism that can be used.
Oh,
Well, do you want to go first, and then I can bring up the rear?
sure.
Can I say that I covered up my ring as I was going down to try to be extra stealthy? My ring, which has the light cast on it.
You're trying to decrease the amount of light coming from it.
Yeah, just like
Well, how much do you want it to be?
10 feet or less.
10 altogether. So like
Correct.
5 and 5.
Yeah.
10, 5, save.
Sweet.
Is it smaller for you now?
Yeah.
Cool. Yep, you do that. You dim the light a bit. Who's going first down this crank?
Bash.
Excellent. Bash, you do that. Crank, 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 crank. You begin to work this over the course of a minute. You just wait there. Jasper, do you want to do anything in the meanwhile while he's going down?
No.
Okay.
And you die.
Great. That's a great answer. Dun, 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 dun,
Where do-
dun.
Are you going to move me to the next level?
Yes, I will. Over the course of 1 minute, you continue to activate this crank, and this passageway is getting a bit more crowded as Bash comes down. We're just going to say BB is on Beery, so I'm going to kind of have him off the map, and when we need him to do something, he will.
George, while all this is happening, as soon as Beery gets down, I'll say, I'm gonna call again after everyone's down, and then we move out. We move all lights out of their range. Sound good?
Do you all want to go north or south?
Way. Which way?
you guys can think about that. Jasper, you wait. The crank cart comes back up. You look over. Sky Shadow's still chilling on your shoulder. You load up, get the crank going, start cranking down. You've got about a minute of alone time with Sky Shadow if you want to talk to him as a bug.
Well, you know, buddy, I'm glad you kind of picked me to hang out with. We haven't had much time to talk, and I know this doesn't really count, but you know, I think we're starting to get off on the right foot, and I think this could be a really good friendship. You know, me and the horse guy. You know, I think it'd be really cool. You know, kind of.
When you say horse guy, he crawls over and like sinks his little beetle chompers right into your neck.
Like horse
okay,
fly,
all right. Well,
right?
you know, the beetle guy. You know, sorry, I don't know. It seems like it's kind of a fluid thing for you, what kind of guy you are. So, you know, you might be a horse guy tomorrow. You might be a beetle guy. You might be a ermine guy. But, you know, I think whatever guy you are, I like that. So, you know, maybe when this is over, we could, you know, get a beer or something.
There's no reaction. But you say that, and then the bucket comes to a stop. Sort of a good talk situation. And you guys are all together within this cave. You see that there's a chamber that leads north, a chamber that leads south. You guys are illuminated by this creepy red light.
I don't see any red light.
Damn it. I don't know why the auras don't stack. I don't
think
know.
There's a certain thing in my token settings where you can say like who can see the aura.
I see aura and aura. Oh, player permissions. See. Oh my god. Save. Can you all see it now?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, baby. I'm going to put that on this torch token too. Okay, you guys can see that. That was already there. Tight. Sweet beans. That's the sitch. Who moves and goes where and does so first?
Let's explore south first, I say to Barry. You two stealth boys stay behind, and I'm gonna try and be diplomatic again once you're out of our light range.
Good.
Right. After you, Mr. Corpse.
All right, one
Mr.
second.
Grinder. Not sure how to address you, sir.
Link into the shadows.
Work, brain, faster. Okay. Who's going where first?
I'm gonna go south, explore south.
Okay. Move yourself 5 feet at a time, please.
Okay. Hang on.
Excellent. Excellent. And you haven't said your shout yet, right?
Right.
Cool.
When you do. So funny.
Hey. Sick pities, bud.
Dark vision. Ooh, my vision's darker.
Here. How about that?
Yes, you head down, and this seems to be a dead end. Like they started mining this way and didn't find anything, so they stopped.
Okay. This way then.
Excellent. You start heading that way. As you start going in that direction, you see a table and chairs are set up in this area to create a space for miners to take a break. On top of the table, 2 kobolds are poking at a giant rat with their javelin to make sure it's dead. The kobolds screech loudly as they notice you and your lights. Roll for initiative.
I can't do my shout now. I had talked about readying it.
He was gonna do it before I even came down. as this was like a new place to do it.
We'll say roll your initiative with advantage first and let me know what you get.
6.
With advantage?
Yes.
Oh,
5 and 1.
buddy. Let me think here.
Can I also do that and also yell out?
Yeah, sure. But well, no, you haven't
Sucks.
seen these guys yet.
I mean, I
It's true.
told the other 2 guys that I was gonna do my yell, that I was planning to do my yell as soon as they were out of my light range. And right here, they're out of my light range.
Okay, then tell me exactly what you're saying, and we'll have you roll a persuasion check before initiative goes off.
Hello, we're not kobolds, but we come to talk and discuss with you rather than getting violent.
We
Um,
don't want to hurt you.
Excellent. Do you all want to hurt them?
No?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage. And I'll say, Beery, if you want, well, you're doing the help action, so he has advantage. Either you could do the help action or guidance here. It's your choice.
I'll do help action.
All right.
So, twice.
Roll with advantage a persuasion check.
Oh, it's not good. 9 was my highest roll, so 14. Yeah.
You yell this as you see this kobold on the table, and it startles him. He pulls his javelin back and throws it at you.
Oh,
And we're going to roll for initiative.
it's on.
You want me to use my other roll?
You guys can all just roll normal now.
Great.
Jasper, what'd you get?
Well, I don't have the donut anymore, right? It's been over 10 minutes.
The donut.
lasts. It's temporary hit points, so it lasts until you lose them.
Do you mean the emboldening
Oh, the
bond?
emboldening bond. Yeah.
Can you redo that, or how many times?
I
Yeah,
can
I'd
do it
say
twice.
over the course of this entire exploration, it has been more than 10 minutes.
Okay.
So the emboldening bond is faded unless Beery restarts it.
Fine. 11.
$11 for Jasper. What about Beery?
18.
What about Corpse Grinder?
8.
What about Bash?
Dirty 20.
What about BB?
5. Sorry, little guy.
3 for Sky Shadow. And all right. Well, hold on. That'll be at least higher than that. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, Bash, you hear him yell that. And you're just sort of waiting. You don't know that anything's popping off just yet. Would you like to hold your action?
Yeah, if I hear the sound of fighting, I'd like to try to run in and like find a way to sneak in and attack. And even if I can't sneak, I would still want to just take.
If you want to go ahead and move, you can, but your held action cannot be move and attack.
Okay. Let's see. I would be moving in the dimmed light, but without hearing any action, I probably wouldn't go farther than that.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty.
So, yeah.
Excellent.
The only action
Uh,
I hold is if somebody attacks me, I would fight back, I guess.
excellent.
Maybe you could. I mean, you could hold your action to dash if you see one of us get attacked. But then again, that might not even be advantageous in this situation.
Yeah, it wouldn't. It would put me in their view, which would get rid of the surprise attack. But I mean, that's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
I'll just stay here.
All
I
right.
would say save the surprise attack.
Yeah, if I can.
Cool. Beery, you're up.
I don't really know that anything's happening because I can't see. Did I hear the javelin get thrown?
I'll say that it's you hear like the sound of them like it's like someone like huh, like all of a sudden like straightens up and maybe like the clatter of like silverware or something.
Okay.
But there's no javelin that's been thrown yet.
I will go ahead and use my emboldening bond again, this time on Corpse Grinder and myself.
Okay, excellent. You do that. You are both emboldened by this bond. Hey, so Nick and Bryce, are you all capable of clicking on your characters? And if you click on the bottom thing that looks like a bubble, there's like options to turn those colors on and off. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So turn off those purple things. I'm going to start having you guys do more of that stuff.
I'm dead.
Nope, don't put an X on yourself. There you go. And yeah, Corpse Grinder, if you want to put a purple guy on you, you can do that as well.
Well, what does this do?
It's a D4 once per turn on an attack, ability check, or saving throw.
Great.
every turn for the next 10 minutes. Cool. Okay. 2 javelin attacks. One of them goes wild and bounces off the wall. The other one strikes true. As this kobold goes, ah, no, and throws a javelin. It seems like he doesn't really know what he's doing. Like this is almost too heavy for him, and he does a single point of damage.
That's coming out of my temporary hit points.
Excellent. You take no damage then.
Nope, not my turn
No,
yet.
no health damage. Jasper, you maybe just heard like the sound of a spear clatter off a wall, and then one like was going to hit Corpse Grinder, and it just stopped like just like an inch away from him, and you see this little bit of burn in the air where it almost hits him, and then it just falls to the ground.
We were able to stealth prior to combat, correct? So I would be hidden right now.
Yeah, you guys are both hidden.
Okay. Then hearing the sound of what sounds like combat.
Oh, actually, too, and I guess I'll say, oh boy, I was looking at the wrong stat block. Oh Jesus, Evan, you instead take 0 damage at all. They've got -2 on the javelin. 1d6 -2. Oh my
javelin.
God. Yeah, the javelin falls just short. It's pathetic. It hits you but does nothing.
Can I get healed?
No, it's not a healing javelin. How fucking ridiculous. Okay. They will then sort of move over in this direction. And yes, Jasper, it is your turn.
Okay, so Jasper will sneak up. How do I move through Beery?
You can't in combat, really. I sort of just let you all do that earlier since you weren't fighting. I don't think you can go. Actually, I'll say
Man.
you can go through your allies' spaces, but they're difficult terrain. So it costs 2 for every 1 person you move through.
Yeah, well, that's all I have left. So
You can bonus action dash if you'd like.
yeah, I can't see around.
Yeah, you got to stay with the cave.
I
You're
can't
like
see
move-
where I can't see where the cave is.
This.
Okay, so then that's
Do you want to go here? Shit, stop grabbing the fucking bird. You
And
want to go here?
that's fine. Yeah. Does it?
You can see one of the kobolds from this current position.
Okay. Then Jasper will shoot an arrow from the short bow.
Okay, do it.
That
You have advantage because you were coming from stealth.
yeah. So that's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll a sneak attack.
Okay. So that is 2d6.
Ah! Rita!
9, 12 piercing damage.
How do you want to kill this kobold?
Just
Or
very.
do you? Or are you going for lethal or non-lethal?
They threw a javelin.
That didn't hurt you all at all.
Jasper was not here for that.
Okay.
He heard wood clatter against stone and just comes in and like the.
Are you going violent or non-violent?
Violent? I mean,
All right.
He just defaults to slow walking up and just shooting this kobold in the head.
You shoot him in the back, and he falls to the ground and starts to bleed out. I'm gonna let them have death saves, as is tradition.
So
that was your movement, action, and bonus action. I think you're at the end of your situation there. Corpse Grinder, you are up.
Wow, with the 6. I guess I'll move up and move my light up at the same time.
Is that an action or bonus action to do? What is it called? Dancing lights.
Oh, I just busted my sunglasses.
As a bonus action, you can move the turn. You move the light. So your bonus action, you move the light. And
I
you
don't
can
think I have
move it.
anything else I want to do with the bonus. Oh, wait, Bardic Inspiration. Oh, well. No, we're doing good. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can get there. Okay, what do you want to do? This guy is on the ground, bleeding out. The one that's next to him, it's like, crack! No! No! And it looks like he's like so terrified and he's ready to like turn tail and run.
Can I try and grapple him?
You're at the end of your movement there. The one in front of you is dead. The one that's yelling is 10 feet away from you.
I'm at the end of my movement there, and I started.
Yeah, well, Jasper was a difficult terrain.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got to
Can I
hear.
go 4, 5, 6 and get there so I can touch that guy? Or is this,
no, with
this
like
isn't even a place that I can be?
no.
Cool.
Yeah. What would you like to do? You can try still and like talk to him or intimidate him instead.
Can I do that and hit him with an Eldritch Blast?
It would be your action to try and use any form of diplomacy.
All right, so I'm not going to do the Eldritch Blast. I'm going to say, look, pal, we really overpower you. It's really in your best interest to have your leader meet us at the entrance to this cave in an hour.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Oh my god. I got a 2 and a 1.
Can I use my lucky coin for him?
Can I use my inspiration for him?
We'll let Beery use her inspiration first.
And my axe.
Nice.
This is gonna be the team. This is gonna be how the team total party kills. Do I get an inspiration roll again, or just one roll?
Do what now?
I mean,
You can re-roll again with advantage. You can just re-roll both die.
Great.
Do you want to use actual dice instead of the dice roller?
No, because that's worse.
Oh shit, here you go. 15 plus what?
Yeah, 15 plus. What was it?
Intimidation.
Intimidation is less, so it's 18.
I mean, I guess you were being like, we're gonna kill you. I guess you could use persuasion. That's fine. What would persuasion be?
20.
You see he looks at you and like really is taking in what you're saying. It seems like he understands you, but maybe isn't so good with the words. Jasper, you did not make it to there.
I hit a button on my keyboard.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just making sure. On his turn, you'll see what he does. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
For my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did everything I could. Movement, action, bonus action.
BB is just staying with Beery. Sky Shadow is just staying with Jasper. One second. Dun, dun. Bash, you are waiting here towards the end. And what the fuck?
I imagine the sounds of combat have made it to my ears.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can tell something's going down. Why is this? Oh, because you have to choose the layer you're on. Is that the situation?
Me?
Oh, sounds like it would be.
It's so stupid. This layer thing is really fucking annoying.
Is there
Here we
not
go.
just
Okay. Bash, what's your AC?
My AC is a number that is 15.
All right, cool. You are looking to this group, ready to get pumped, and suddenly you feel needles jab into your neck. You don't even see what's attacking you. It's something from behind, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit. Constitution saving throw. Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Oh, hey, you could have added a D4 to that persuasion check you did. Corpse Grinder.
8 for my Constitution.
As these barbs sink into your neck, you feel yourself get totally paralyzed. You take 10 piercing damage, and you feel a series of tentacles wrap around your arms and legs and your neck, and this creature just starts hauling you backwards towards it. You feel as you're moving with it, it sinks its beak down to try and bite the top of your head, and it gets a 16 to hit, since you are paralyzed, it's an automatic crit. You take 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 8 is 15 piercing damage. And you are drug backwards. Why can't I control you? Oh, because the fucking layers.
I'm
There we
unconscious.
go.
This
Since
is
that's at
Bash
the
that
edge
this
of
is
my-
happening to.
This is Bash that this is happening to, and it's silent because he's rigid and paralyzed. He can't speak at all. And just suddenly he is gone into the shadows.
And unconscious.
And
Right.
unconscious.
Did I see him go?
You are looking forward towards this whole group.
I was intentionally hiding.
He was being very stealthy as well.
Elliot,
Bash, it is your turn. I need you to roll a death saving throw.
not even raging. Not that that would help. All right, I'm gonna do these in the thing, I think, just for you to be able to see it.
As you're drug into this room, you see a hole in the west side of this chamber opens into a central shaft, letting in the sound of the waterfall. The floor in the north end of the caves is 5 feet higher than the south end, with a rocky ridge separating them and a slope on either side leading up to the top of the ridge. The walls above the ridge gleam with gem deposits, and this creature is dragging you up to a sort of nook that's up here.
How do I roll in this thing again?
It says Bash is rolling 1d20.
I
You
just
just type that. Oh, up in the top left, there's a thing that looks like a D20. You click on that, and then pick the dice you want.
Not on
You
mine.
can. All right.
You can also type /roll space 1d20.
That's what I was doing before. Okay,
There you go.
there it goes. 13. All right.
13. You pass this save.
Did a Constitution saving? A death save?
A death save, you just roll flat,
What? Okay.
and you need above a 10. You got above a 10, so you're good this round. Beery, you can give me a perception check if you'd
Jeez,
like.
I would. This isn't something I can guide myself on, is it?
No.
I don't think so. That's an 11.
You heard Corpse Grinder yell to that kobold. Bash still hasn't done his surprise attack yet. He's, being stealthy like was discussed. What would you like to do?
I don't put together that like Jasper ran out there, but Bash didn't. When like if one of them would have stayed back, it probably would have been Jasper.
I'm gonna say you can take your action to try and make sense of what's going on if you'd like.
I'll just stick with the plan. I'm not that smart. I'm gonna keep going forward and just stand up and over here and be intimidating.
Okay. The kobold seems to thoroughly take in what you say, and he just runs into the darkness, and he's just gone. Whole action to dash.
Did he go into the wall though? Like you moved him, or just?
No, so he went doot, doot,
Okay,
doot,
got it.
doot, doot, and kept moving.
All right. Well, let's. This is all.
You
according to
said-
plan?
You said, talk to the leader, meet me outside in an hour. So it seems like you have thoroughly convinced him that he should tell the leader that.
Yep.
I guess we have an hour then.
This is according to the plan. I
It's
didn't think
currently 9:20 p.m. in real life. Nick needs to go to sleep soon. We're going to leave off at this cliffhanger.
Oh my
We will reunite on the 8th because I will be in vacation on the 25th, unless there's some day that you guys can put together before then that would work for the lot of you. Otherwise, it will be August 8th when we do this once more.
It's
Tournament month
already
might be
July.
I'm off this week and the week after. Week after the week after that.
If
I'm
you
off-
all want to try and figure out a day that works to get together to do a 2-hour sesh before the 23rd, like up until the 22nd, we can try and work something out. It can be a shorty, but otherwise, currently we have planned the 8th.
And then when are you back after that?
I get back on the 31st,
Okay. So
So, does this
Yeah.
week?
and
like,
we're playing Sunday the 1st, right? Are we doing
for-
Circus of Values?
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Ooh, this is an exciting place to leave off. What a cliffy.
Yeah, but it could be a lot worse. You
Oh,
know?
for sure.
Oh, could it be a lot worse?
We're done with the kobolds. We just told them I'm at half health, and we told them to meet us outside in an hour, and so we can go quick detour to save him from some sort of squid monster.
Yeah, but none of us know.
Yeah,
None
Well,
of us know
I-
anything.
about to
I
find
will
out.
say, as you guys move through here, you'll be like, well, where the fuck's Bash?
Well, yeah,
And then
Jasper,
we'll pick up with you guys actively being like, where is Bash?
Where'd that rascal go?
I'm saying
was next to Bash, and then he walked forward, and Bash is gonna be gone.
Yeah, so when you guys come back into this hallway, it's going to quickly go back into where is Bash? And we
I'm saying-
will...
isn't Sky Shadow on Bash?
No,
No, Sky Shadow is on Jasper.
Okay. Word.
That would have been cool though.
And BB is with Beery.
Did Sky Shadow go during that combat?
He stayed small since you guys were just facing what looked to be
Fair enough.
2 small boys. If things seem to get necessary and dire, he will definitely show himself. But yeah, for the time being, we will leave off at this cliffhanger. Thank you all for getting together and playing. This has been awesome and spooky. I love this dynamic lighting is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This is the benefit of like having this module. Yeah, so if I and that would be because it's like winding and twisted passageways, like you have to be able to see.
Yeah, it's
So are we
Very
gonna
cool.
start with me rolling more death saves, I guess? When we pick it back up.
We're gonna pick up at Jasper's turn in initiative. So here, I'm gonna write down the initiative.
Yeah.
It is 20, Bash,
stopping
18,
recording.